caution, and that will end it. Mayer takes the white flag with a caution out. The race is over. First win of the year. He's going to go back-to-back at Iowa Speedway.
This one's everything right here. Sam Mayer batting 1,000 here in the cornfields of Iowa. And Sam, I tell you what, to go for 3 in a row, you're going to have a little bit of work to do starting 23rd today. So how do you take your Chevrolet to the front and make a bid for 3 in a row here?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The Starkey Chevy was really fast in practice, and I actually felt pretty good about what we had, especially comparing to a lot of the other cars we were around, and it just did not translate to qualifying. So, not really too sure what we missed there, but I feel like we've kind of learned from our mistakes a little bit. We can go into the race and just know that we can go forward, you know. It's going to be a blue-collar day for sure, but I'm certainly looking forward to it with these Haas Factory boys.
Going to be on offense, Parker, as he sits just 29 points to the good. We'll see what Sam Mayer can do.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell is everybody doing today?
I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
He starts to take advantage of some cars getting together. I think today,
Yeah.
that car looked great in practice, as he mentioned.
O'Reilly race day.
Late race restarts happen, take advantage of that, and maybe go get that third in a row. Yeah.
It's not the Cup Series, but it is the O'Reilly Series.
With NASCAR's new stage caution starting today, if a natural caution comes out within the final 10 laps of stage 1.
Yes, so new stage procedures. And I'll talk about that in a few minutes.
With the following stage still ending at the scheduled distance, this is going to impact all of NASCAR's top 3 series. So, Parker, what does this mean for the drivers and the teams?
Well, we're all going to be figuring it out in real time. That's what it means, including us broadcasters. I think the biggest thing that could happen here is it sort of changed what we see in the past, is if you were to get one of those cautions where it changed the next stage into it having a pit stop, maybe when it didn't have a pit stop because of fuel mileage, that could be something that really throws the strategy sort of upside down for these crew chiefs and these drivers. Otherwise, you can't really tackle the races any differently, knowing that this happens.
How's everybody doing today?
To react to it in real time, which obviously these teams will be up to the task, but it's definitely going to be a difference if it happens.
Today is the Hy-Vee Perks 250 from Iowa Speedway in Newton, Iowa. Yes, it is. It's going to be a fun day today. Going to be a fun race. We're going to have a lot of fun. Very fast track. It is a 250-lap race around a .875 mile oval. So it is a short track. It doesn't really race like a short track. It's very fast. That comes out to 218 miles. So yeah. Pole sitter for today is Ryan Sieg. Stage breakdown for today's race. We'll get that. Red Sox are up 2-0. Yeah, they are. We love that.
Let's go Red Sox! Let's go Red Sox! Let's go Red Sox!
We love the Red Sox leading.
And Ryan Ellis and just promoting farmers.
But yes, so the stage breakdown for today's race. Stage 1 is 60 laps. Stage 2 is also 60 laps. So that'll be lap 120. And then the final stage will be the final 130 laps. Fuel run is 100 to 115 laps. So in the first 2 stages, you will not have to pit under green. But in the final stage, you would if it went green. Stages are a little different now, though. They changed how they do it over the off week. They made a new rule that we should all live by. Yeah. Got a new rule.
It's really cool. Obviously, no better place than here in Iowa Speedway. Depth HQ as well.
So basically, this is to kind of like speed up some of the stage ends, especially like if there's a caution that happens towards the end of the stage. So if in the final 10 laps of a stage, or stage 1 or stage 2, in the final 10 laps, if a caution comes out, the stage is just over. The stage is over if the caution comes out in the final 10 laps of the stage. So they'll come around, they'll take the flag, and then the stage will be over, and then they'll be able to resume their procedures quicker than, you know, having to run around those last few laps under caution. So that would happen. And then if that does happen, so like let's say that happens at the end of stage 1, caution comes out. Let's say it comes out 8 to go. You know, so 8 to go, caution comes out. Stage will be over. They'd come and take the flag. The stage will be over. They'd resume their normal procedures, but then stage 2 would actually be 8 laps longer. It would still end at its scheduled distance, stage 2, but it would be 10 laps longer. So, or 8 laps longer or whatever. So, interesting rule. I kind of like it. I kind of just like the idea that it can make a stage a little bit longer. Kind of like that. They also didn't have to worry about how this rule would work at any road courses because there's no more road courses for the rest of the year. So, yeah. I think it's going to work out well. I'm excited. But yeah. Yeah, I'm ready for some racing. It's felt like it's been forever since the last race. I mean, it's only been 2 weeks, but it feels like it's been so fucking long since the last time we had a race. The Indianapolis Brickyard 400 was the last time we raced. But, yeah, that was 13 days ago. Too long. Too long, man.
Dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior.
I missed NASCAR.
I love you, and I miss you.
High blood sugar or death. Waking and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, sleepiness, nausea, vomiting, and indigestion are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Aggression goes around! To relief. Ask about Brayton.
How many hot laps heat a hood hot enough to sizzle an egg sunny side up? Lap 1. Lap 2. Lap 3. Looks like we're cooking. Graza, the official olive oil of NASCAR.
They said luxury was untouchable, but we touched it anyway. This is pure horsepower stitched into the very fiber of your race day.
Oh, that's sick.
Our signature fragrance.
Ryan Blaney is wearing a Kyle Busch tribute helmet.
Any designer dog or a Swiss bank account.
That's beautiful.
78 years of health. A guy named Dale. This isn't fast fashion. It's fast fashion. The official uniform of the most epic fan base in the world. NASCAR shop. Get yours.
A great year.
And these are my Powerball winning numbers. Yeah, number 4, that was my first racing number. It's kind of special to me. 8, I think, picked 8 because that's my number now and it has been the last couple of years. 12 was also my number growing up. Same as 4, kind of special. 21, I just picked 21 because that's how old I am. And first number that came in my head for the 5th number, I picked 40. No sentimental value. I was just feeling lucky for 40. And for the Powerball,
Peyton Tolley had 14 strikeouts last night.
Yep.
It was impressive.
Saturdays are for racing and Powerball. Get your ticket today.
Presented by Powerball. Head to your local lottery retailer to get in the game today.
How you doing, Andy? How you doing today?
Test your luck and get in the game for tonight's estimated Powerball jackpot at $850 million. It's now time to get to our race picks here in Iowa. Jamie McMurray joining us from the booth. Parker, he's joining us. He didn't want to come in here because he's actually recovering from losing to me.
That's what it is.
When we were out in Indiana.
Did you see the page that I sent you on TikTok?
No. You can recover now. Who are you going with today?
Oh, look now, though.
Smith giving those Powerball numbers. I'll give you guys some
I'll take a little gander.
The guy that I'm going to pick today is going to start 5th. He has 6 wins this year, and he has finished 1st or 2nd in 10 of the 22 races. That guy
Oh,
right
here we
there.
go.
Justin Allgaier, the sun of his game will be in victory Red Sox today.
Champions of the world. That's my team. We'll keep on rooting
sauce. We're really picking up some steam.
Yeah,
Is undefeated. Iowa. That is none other than
I totally forgot to look at your photos on Instagram. I'll use it for tomorrow's cup race, though. I'll use what you sent.
Pretty good numbers, 100 winning percentage for Sam Mayer. I usually go by the numbers, and then the numbers are telling me that the last 5 winners at Iowa, the top 5, the winner has come from the top 5. I'm actually going outside of that, though, today. Going Jesse Love, going to start 11th today, but I think he gets it done because he was fastest in practice. But as we get ready for today's pre-race ceremonies, Golden Corral would like to take a moment to thank our nation's heroes. It's a privilege to serve those who serve.
All
Please
right.
rise as you are able. Remove your hats. And veterans render a hand salute as the Joint Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's indication, please welcome Founder and Chief Executive Officer of Change Course, Joseph Johnson.
Almighty God, we thank you for this beautiful Iowa day that allows us to come around a sport that brings together all walks of life. We pray a blessing upon the drivers, that they are competitive, that they show their courage and their strength, their competition. We pray that you protect them and protect their crew, protect all the people that are working in this facility. We pray a blessing upon the families that support them. We pray a blessing upon the fans and people watching around the world. We pray that you would bless this time for your glory. We ask that you go before us. We pray these things in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome country music vocalist and songwriter from Iowa, Diva Alden.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Woo!
Golden Corral is proud to partner with
America!
Fly Fishing.
There we go. American do.
Racing this
Hell yeah. We love America.
To Haggerty, it's obvious. One of these cars is not like the others. It's harder to operate. You use it less, but you love it more.
We love America.
78 seconds.
We love America. Right, Chester?
100 seconds. When he learned that he was cancer. His life's big moments add up in seconds. Jim and his doctor chose Opdivo Qvantic for its administration time and
injectable immunotherapy given in as little as 180 seconds. It may be used alone in adults to... Extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation, Opdivo Qvantig can harm your unborn baby. Because every second counts. Opdivo Qvantig.
The Colonel has a bucket list. The $10 ones. Monday nuggets. Tuesday fried chicken. Wednesday wings. Thursday tenders. Friday nuggets again. Now that's living life to the fullest. Get a $10 bucket of the day from KFC.
I think there's something on the toilet.
Deion Jones going to the Saints. He's now been to all NFC South teams. That's cool. I wonder how many players have done that, played for every team in a division in the NFL. There's only 2 players that I know of that have done it in baseball, and that's Steve Pierce with the AL East, and then Brad Hand with the NL East.
That's what's in order this weekend.
It's amazing the draw of this racetrack. The drivers love coming here. This track is going to show its teeth here. Short track racing in the heartland. Here we go. Another opportunity this week. 3 wide, are you kidding me? 4 wide on the exit of turn 4. Trouble further back. A couple of cars go around. How about Rickton right there? Measured at 7/8 of a mile. They bill it as the fastest short track on the planet. Short times don't last, but some people do. Oh, what a restart for Sam Mayer on the outside lane. Oh, we won, baby. Wow, unbelievable.
Time for some racing.
Iowa Speedway, where the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series has just 2 races remaining before the chase kicks off. Earlier today, Ryan Sieg won his first career pole. When I went to the hauler after qualifying, Ryan was getting non-stop congratulations texts. Crew Chief Matt Noyes looking on, kind of laughing, telling me it was a bright spot in what's been a disappointing year for the 39 team. They just haven't been able to put themselves in those big opportunity positions, contending for wins like they have in past years. And because of those frustrations, they tried something different this weekend, came with a slightly adjusted setup. In practice, the team felt like they had a top 7 or 8 car, but they think they can easily turn that into a top 5 day, Chris. And Kim Fresh,
Ryan Sieg on pole for today. My win pick is Ross Chastain, though. He starts in 2nd. Yeah. And then Sheldon Creed, my guy Sheldon Creed, starts in 6th, and my other guy, Jesse Love, starts in 11th. I think Jesse Love also topped the practice speeds, though, so he's got a fast car.
Rodney called the car getting better and better over the course of the day. They're about 1 or 2 changes from maybe contending for their 2nd straight win. Carla?
Thanks, Chris. Well, with just 2 races left in the regular season, and after splitting duties between the 32 and the 88, Roger Cruz will finally get to remain in that HendrickCars.com 88 for the rest of the season. He's currently 20 points back from the cut line, but put together his best qualifying run since May when we were at Dover. He's going to start from the 4th. Still looking for his first career win in 44 starts. Never finished better than 4th, but would certainly love to become the 5th first-time winner we've seen get to victory lane in 2026. It's now time to fire the engines in Iowa.
Iowa Speedway, here to give the command to fire engines with the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome retired Executive Vice President at Hy-Vee, Sheila Lang.
On behalf of Hy-Vee, 70,000 helpful smiles, driver, start your engine!
Woo! Fucking fire them up, boys.
Ryan Sieg gonna lead the field to green. The booth will welcome his back with the green flag on the other side. We'll be right back.
Olive Garden's got 3 new dishes tossed in our limited time creamy garlic sauce. And with your choice of salmon, chicken, or shrimp.
I'm like 10 seconds behind you.
Better hurry though.
Well, I'm also, you gotta realize there's a YouTube stream delay. So, like, what you're seeing right now probably actually happened like 10 seconds ago. You know?
America's #1 rated shop chair. The Viper chair glides over any surface
You know?
with large industrial grade casters. Alleviate lower
So we might actually just be pretty synced up.
angled backrest and sit comfortably for hours with a thick, durable seat. Viper chairs are designed for every job or anything else you love to do in the garage. Shop ViperIndustrial.com. That's VYPER Industrial.com.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation, not wiping clean. What man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. See how Wet Dude Wipes completely clears while Dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to Wet Extra Large Dude Wipes for the best clean, hands down.
Something's going on with KJ and Amina. I have proof. So now I'm a liar.
Let's see if they're cool kids. Yeah.
Judy Ertz, Kaylee Watt, their own podcast where nothing's out of bounds.
Talking about where the game is going.
As soccer takes over the stage,
Chester.
they're taking over the mic.
It's gonna get.
Y'all see that little Chester buddy over there?
The fashion, the
He's so
stories
cute.
driving the game.
We really want to shine a light on the players. They are the stars.
Style of play, wherever you get your podcast.
Join us for the 6th annual Tunnel to Towers Central New York Run Walk, Sunday, August 16th in Utica. For 25 years, Tunnel to Towers has supported America's greatest heroes, providing mortgage-free homes to fallen first responders and Gold Star families. The Foundation's Homeless Veteran Program is building housing and working tirelessly to end veteran homelessness. The Tunnel to Towers Central New York Run Walk, Sunday, August 16th in Utica. To register, visit t2t.org.
What dark work goes on inside their impossible machines? If they know our secrets, why can't we know theirs?
The X-Files, weeknights on Comet.
Check your local listings for channel information. Good afternoon from Iowa Speedway. 2 races remaining before the chase for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. And the pressure for some at an all-time high. Big day today from the 7/8 mile racetrack in Newton, Iowa. Happy to have you with us here on the CW for O'Reilly Auto Parts Series Racing. Hi, everyone. I'm Dylan Welch along with Jamie McMurray and Parker Kligerman. We're ready to go from the Hawkeye State. Hope you are as well. We talked a lot about this place. Is it
Where's
a short
it?
track?
Double
Is
A.
it not a short track? When you look at the traditional short tracks, I don't
Where the
think
hell's
they're
Adam
necessarily
Alexander?
easy cut.
No, I mean, technically it's below 1 mile, so we call it a short track, but it's such a fast racetrack. It races much more like an intermediate. You'll see guys moving around just trying to get into clean air. Take a look at some of the dimensions of this track. We mentioned 7/8 miles, designed by Rusty Wallace. He spent a lot of time back in the early 2000s designing this. Has that progressive banking. It's made for some tremendous racing. This will be the last time we race on this pavement. They're going to repave it after we leave here this weekend, so looking forward to it.
Sam Mayer has been the guy here the last couple of years. He wasn't the fastest car this morning. You picked him still to be the race winner. What makes him so good here?
Well, it's because I can say he's undefeated, which we can never say about any driver usually. But I talked to him this week and he said, you know, Parker, I kind of lucked into these 2 wins. I don't think that was quite the case in 2024, maybe more the case in last year, 2025. But if you look at both those wins, what he did so well is classic Sam Mayer. He was just in position to take advantage of chaos late in the race. That's what he does so well. This team has been looking for a luck turnaround. What better way to turn on your luck than maybe just put yourself in position to gather some luck and go get.
Think Adam Alexander's taking a well-deserved break? Yeah, probably.
To luck into a win again today, because if you look at the points position that they're in, a little bit of pressure on a bunch of these guys. You see Sam Mayer right there, 29 points up. William Sawalich, who we're riding on board with right here, 7 points below. So a lot of stress for all these guys. And we talked about in the qualifying show, Raja Caruth back in the 88 for the rest of the season. can he put together some consistent runs and find himself in the championship hunt?
We race here today, then we have 2 weeks off, then we go to Daytona, so plenty of time to sit and stew on things, depending on how your day ends up today. Qualifying held earlier this afternoon. Ryan Sieg won his first career pole position, which breaks a record previously held by Iowa native Michael Annett for most series starts before a pole position. Sieg starts next to Ross Chastain on the front row.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great family-owned story with the Siegs, and Jeremy Clements, you see back in 7th. Another family-owned team that's the first time since 2021 that Jeremy's had back-to-back top 10 starts in the series.
And he was fast in practice. Was he get to page 2? Another guy that was super fast was Jesse Love. He was fastest in every metric in practice, but ended up 11th in qualifying. And Carson Brown rolls off 20th in his series debut in the Jordan Anderson Racing number 32.
Well, we just talked about him. Sam Mayer, 2-time defending Iowa winner here. Gonna have some work to do today, though, starting back in the 23rd position. And then Austin Hill, this was a head-scratcher. Going to start 28th, his worst qualifying effort in nearly 4 years.
And that was
We got both Carson Ware and Carson Brown. Ryan Blaney got a nice Kyle Busch picture helmet. Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty awesome.
In the USAC Silver Crown race on this track later tonight. Those cars are insane, Dylan. I know you know them well. Absolutely insane to hop out of one of these and then go drive one of those.
Great week of racing here in the Des Moines and Newton area for sure, with Knoxville down the road playing host to plenty of racing over the next few days as well. A lot of fun in that part of the country right now. Ready to hear more? Scan the QR code to take a short, free online hearing test. Now let's listen into Starkey Radio Communications with Jeff Burton and team.
Our race car guys, so appreciate the hard work. I feel like all our effort has been paying off here the last couple of weeks. So feel really good about the rest of the races from here on out. So it's paying off. So keep plugging. Go have a good day.
I love cheerleading from the driver, hear from the crew chief a lot of times. Jeff puts a lot of work in. He's had some good speed this year. Hopefully they can put it all together today.
Jeff starts in the 12th spot this afternoon for Jordan Anderson Racing. Let's check in with our pit reporters one last time before we go green. And for more on the 19 and Brent Cruz, let's hear from Chris Wilner.
Hey, Dylan, rookie phenom and bubble contender Brent Cruz trying to become the next first-time winner here in the series. But, boy, it's been a handful all weekend. He qualified 18th after a car in practice he said was flopping like a fish. Kind of comes as a surprise. Crew chief Seth Chopka, as you see on the screen, they spent a lot of prep time on Iowa. 800 laps in the sim, knowing that they can control their destiny here more so than Daytona. We'll see if they can reel in the handling of his Toyota as he looks to gain more of a buffer to the chase. Kim?
Well, Chris, Iowa Speedway has been a great track for Ross Chastain, who has 3 straight top 10s in the last 2 starts. Expect a strong performance again this year from the 9. Ross was very happy with his car in practice, telling me he felt better on the long run actually than the fire-off, which is good considering he ended up putting it on the front row in qualifying. This is Ross's last O'Reilly start of the year, which is disappointing to crew chief Philip Bell. You just saw there. He said, I wish I had him for the rest of the year. He'd like to end it on a high note, though, here today with a win.
Closed captioning for today's race is brought to you by Cerakote. The top detailers in the world trust Cerakote, shouldn't you?
All right, time to go.
Ready to go.
Pace car's coming off.
Third short track race of the year. Previous 2 this year have been won by Junior Motorsports, who gets it done today. Ryan Sieg, pole sitter, chooses the
And off we go. We are underway. Green flags in the air at the Hy-Vee Perks 250 from Iowa Speedway in Newton, Iowa.
Maybe sleeping a little bit or spun the tires, but vaulted away. Oh, it's Roger Carruth goes up the racetrack, got a 2.
It's really loose right there off 2 Carruth, and Sammy Smith was able to make it 3 wide.
3 Carsons in 1 race.
Out of there, the red, white, number 8. Really good start for him.
Those restarts all day, that inside lane into 1.
And Ryan Sieg will lead lap 1.
Much success late in the race, so we'll keep an eye on that as the battle for position inside the top 5 resumes. Here, Sheldon Creed inside.
Cars going in circles, man. We love it.
Not really known for short run speed, but always good on the long run. Look how wide this track's getting already. We won't see guys get above that new asphalt patch right there, but you just have so much momentum, even a little bit of draft here down the front stretch. You see Creed on the inside.
Yeah, 160 miles an hour into turn 1, then down to about 115 at the center of the corner. That's why we say this is a fast, short track, over 100 miles an hour the whole way around. The draft does matter down the front stretch. You will see side drafting down the back stretch as these guys race side by side. And usually that top prevails for a lap or two after a restart, and then the bottom has a chance as you see Sheldon trying to clear one of these Junior Motorsports cars, but to no avail.
Look at the draft, though, the speed, the momentum those guys are able to carry in the outside lane. It looks to me like Creed make up a little bit of ground.
Did you know Sam Mayer streams on Twitch?
Yep. On the outside, and I'm sitting here thinking about this. I don't think we call it a short track. I think we call it a shorter track.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, I like that.
Creed got in line there behind Allgaier for 5th, and then thought maybe he was going to open the door back up for Sammy Smith to get to the inside of him here as we look back at the other Junior Motorsports car, Raja Karut there in the 88. This is into turn 1, lap 1.
Great qualifying effort by him, but you just see that big...
Garrett Smithley has more followers. That guy sucks.
The preferred groove on the restart, just the car got away from him, but it was a great qualifying effort. Yeah, more careful.
Yeah, crew chief Marty Lumley likely to be a little bit disappointed in that start because when I talked to Marty before the race, he said there were 3 things I underlined and told Raja he has to do.
The Braves did lose last night, which is good and bad. It's good because we now have the longest winning streak in baseball at 9 games. But then it also means the Yankees won, so... Yep, the Yankees won last night. Yeah, I know. I feel the same way.
To go back the right direction here, march back forward through the field. This was just now off of turn 2.
Well, we're at lap 8, and look, there's that door. As you try to do the side draft, you'll see that.
You're on lap 8.
You'll pin it in the left rear of the car on the outside of you because it's just the best way to drag them back and then have the momentum into 3. But I have to think there's some frustration. We're heading towards lap 9, and these two have been side by side the entire time.
Oh, there's no doubt Creed's annoyed right now with Carson, who's fighting him so hard on the outside. You know, Allgaier was in this fight when we showed it just a few laps ago.
Sam, do you like Austin Hill? Yeah, of course. You know, there's some things that he did, you know, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit, but, you know, overall I think he's a cool dude, a good guy, good driver, and obviously taking over, you know, was the 8 car. It's not an easy situation to step into, you know, so I have a lot of respect for that. And also, I met Austin Hill a few months ago. Very nice guy.
The Haas factory team, a great package here at this racetrack. Of course, won last year with Sam Mayer. And that group and alliance of the Haas factory team doing a nice job here to hold on to the track position that they've got. 11 laps in here at Iowa. This move was key for Ryan Sieg to get ahead of the curve and take the lead.
Get ahead of the curve. Learn about Peyronie's disease at getsomebody4pd.com.
So, Sam, what do you think of McMurray being in the booth?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
No, I'm just kidding. He's actually really good in the booth. I really do like McMurray in the booth. I think that's honestly where he belongs, is in the broadcast booth.
Our buckets hold so much more than paint. They hold dreams and hope for children. This weekend, make a $5 donation and get a 5-gallon bucket plus 20% off almost anything that fits inside. This is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
How did I get here? Shooting all the action despite vision loss from wet AMD. It started when Vabysmo. I was worried when I started to lose my sight, but my doctor recommended Vabysmo. Vabysmo is different. It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Give me your opinion on ads during NASCAR with soundboard only.
And there's a chance for up to 4 months between.
Well, that depends. Can you go fuck yourself?
Don't take it if you have an infection.
No.
Retinal detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure, an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke or severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. Report changes to vision or eye pain to your doctor or retina specialist right away.
Now, I'm bringing it all into focus. Open up your world with Vabysmo.
Trust the #1 prescribed FDA-approved treatment for wet AMD and diabetic macular edema. Ask your retina specialist about Vabysmo.
I've doubted myself more times than I can count. Heard every opinion. Read every headline.
Another opinion on...
Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus?
It's about more than just racing. It's about
Thoughts on commercials during NASCAR? Do I hate being alone without you on stream?
Yep.
It's much more fun when you're here.
Oh, it's just a cruiser for unwinding on the weekends. Protected by America's #1 motorcycle show.
How responsible.
It's obviously much more fun when you're here.
Temporary for my niece. She insisted.
That's cute. Well, guess what, Mom? I chopped my hair off. Wow. I stand corrected. It's lovely. No, it's not.
Super cute.
Very in right now.
Let them double in there.
Olive Garden's got not one, not two, but 3 new dishes that might just dethrone your favorite. Each tossed in our new creamy garlic sauce with fresh spinach and tomatoes. So, will it be the tender, buttery salmon, or will the grilled chicken or sauteed shrimp take the crown? One of them could be a new favorite, but you don't have long to find out. Our limited-time creamy garlic fettuccinis will be gone soon.
Back in Iowa, good racing here inside of the top 10. Working our way towards the halfway point of stage number 1. Jesse Love running 6th, up a few spots from the start.
You know, I realized I still gotta edit and post my Pocono video.
Teammates there, all racing for position.
I haven't even, like, touched that thing.
Contact there between Sammy Smith and Jesse Love. It looked to me like the 8 was quite a bit quicker, but now it's faded back. Having to play a little bit of defense from Raja, who we saw getting so loose on that initial restart, trying to find his way back to the top. His track, though, is super racing. You see those guys, some running right along the white line, some splitting the seam, some above the seam.
Well, you say that, but we see there Roger Booth trying to get by Sammy Smith. If everyone's running the top, the only way to pass is to go below them, get to the bottom.
Sam, this will blow your mind, but the soccer club Barcelona in 2 hours has played 2 matches, each match being half of a full game in 1 hour.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
It's actually pretty great. That's stupid, though. It should be... It should not be just... You should make it the full game. If you're going to do a double header, you got to do the whole game, you know? It's like the fucking bullshit 7-inning double headers that they used to do.
As we ride on board with Williams watching the bumps of the track and how it bounces up and down. Back of the car.
Left of the screen, battle for second. Junior Motorsports teammates again. Justin Allgaier, Ross Chastain. Right of the screen, that battle for position between Corey Day and William Sawalich outside the top 10 is now brought in. Teammate Taylor Gray and Jeremy Clements there at 17 days.
Damn. Apparently the Red Sox are no longer... I'm not going to say no longer, but they're not using the yellow jerseys, which they usually use for the Saturday home games. And they're not using them this week, at least, so... It's a little different.
He's one of those drivers that's on the bubble outside of the playoff cup, the Chase Cup right now as he sits 13th. They've had 2 really good weeks, though. He's gained 37 points to that the last 2 weeks after back-to-back top 5. So some good momentum rolling right now for the 18th.
And Corey Day is going to want a caution soon. As loose as that car is, you look, we have 37 laps to go.
Jemias Jones stole second and third base.
Yeah, but knowing him, he'll be like, yeah, it's pretty good. He likes a loose race car.
Sammy Smith and Jesse Love back to work here.
Finger in your cockhole, baby. Me put my finger in your cockhole, baby.
Jesse Love just keeps doing something different, and it's annoying for Sammy Smith because he's like, I need you to pick a lane so that I can figure out where I want to go. But Jesse's searching around, trying to find the grip, and it looked to me like Jesse was going to get away from him just a few laps ago. But look at the run right here. Sammy Smith's found a little bit of speed. Just trying to go wherever the 2 is not, but you see how he can keep his left front just slightly lower, gives him that little bit of drive, clean air so the car stays turning off. It's just so hard to complete the pass, as we saw earlier with Sheldon Creed and Carson Kvapil. Sammy did a great job of overdriving the entry right there, back in the air.
Do they call baseball games after 7 innings if it's a washout for that day, or do they play the rest of the game a day later? Yeah, usually they'll play the rest of the game a day later. I think there's like a rule, like if it's past the 5th inning and the home team is up or something, And, like, both teams have had, like, an equal opportunity. Oh, caution. Oh! Caution is out. Nathan Bird brings out the first caution.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But, I mean, yeah, there is a point where a game can be called.
That will erase a 2.5 advantage that Ryan Sieg had after leading from the drop of the green. Here's what happened to Nathan Bird. Right in front of Justin Allgaier.
Yeah, it's going to be right on the inside of Garrett Smithley here. Getting down into the corner.
So the game is official if 5 full innings have been completed or if the home team is ahead after the visiting team has completed its top of the 5th.
Under caution at Iowa.
A broken windshield shouldn't wreck your schedule. With SafeLine, it doesn't have to. We'll come to you for free, wherever it works for you, so you're able to do your own thing, whatever that is. SafeLine's complete mobile service can repair, replace, and recalibrate, even in your driveway. It's your windshield. Get it fixed your way at SafeLight. For free mobile service, go to SafeLight.com.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
If these boots could talk, they'd speak with honor for those who built them. The skilled bootmakers at Banner's USA factory.
I mean, they can call the game final. They don't always. They don't always call the game.
Put 100% into building boots worthy of the toughest work.
Sometimes they'll wait it out.
USA. Every tool used expertly. The integrity that we build with speaks to our legacy. If these boots could talk, they'd say we were built by our great teacher, experience.
Bipolar 1 can overwhelm her. Sometimes
I'm hungry.
aggressive lows and unpredictable highs can make it hard to get out of your head. Finding relief may help you break through. Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar treats depressive, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Proven full-spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms.
Not for elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, sleepiness, nausea, vomiting, and indigestion are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar. Breaking through to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
Olive Garden's got not one.
Yeah, that first green flag run of the race was about 11.5 minutes, 11 minutes, 21 seconds.
Each tossed in our new creamy garlic sauce with fresh spinach and tomatoes. So, will it be the tender, buttery salmon, or will the grilled chicken or sauteed shrimp?
I just ordered myself some Papa
One of
John's.
them could be a new favorite.
I gotta start getting healthier on Monday, so I'm kind of like just using this last weekend to go crazy.
Will be gone soon.
I gotta start eating healthier because I'm a fat fuck.
NASCAR on the CW is brought to you by
I should have started doing that like long ago,
Get
but
the savings lane today. Visit progressive.com. By the Credit One Bank NASCAR American Express card. And by O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people. Welcome back to Iowa. Under caution here for the first time, halfway through stage number 1. Sam Mayers, the two-time and defending winner of this race, had some work to do starting deep in the field, but Carla, he has already been on the move and picked up 10 spots.
And how do you balance knowing you've got 100% winning percentage on a track with the fact that when you started this race, you were just 29 points above the cut line? Well, Sam Mayer says, I will always choose to be on offense. Told me this week he hates points racing. Said mentally, I've just never been great on the defensive side. He said, I want to be the aggressor. So
If anyone thinks they're gonna beat me inside that mall and keep me from getting my kids' Christmas presents, they can kiss my fat vagina, cause I'm bringing the motherfucking pain.
the fuck?
our biggest movers, along with Kyle Seed.
It's so interesting to me that he told you that he thought the last 2 wins had been luck, because last year, I mean, he had to go towards the back of the field, had to work his way back through. I thought he really was good. So it kind of surprised me that he had told you that.
Yeah, you probably have to know Sam Mayer to know that he's kind of self-deprecating like that a lot of the time. But I think for this team, if for whatever reason they were to miss the chase, they would not be the races like this one. It would be that slew of races through the first portion of the season. There was mechanical failures, there was crashes, there was everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. I think for them to be in the position they are and have a bit of a
Penalty for Blaine Perkins for going through too many pit boxes.
These nuts. Got him! Got him!
like you would any other week, and hopefully the points work out for you.
Well, if you've been tuned into the NASCAR news cycle this week, you may have seen this rule update that came down midweek. And as we approach closer to the end of 10 laps here in stage 1, worth reminding you of this, that when a caution flies within the final 10 laps of stage 1 or stage 2, that's the end of the stage. The thought process behind this is just to try to encourage more green flag racing, less time between the stages, and so this rule has come into effect this week for all 3 of NASCAR's national divisions.
No doubt the caution will fall 11 laps ago. One time today. Hey, one thing to keep in mind as we see this, the restart, Allgaier, who was third, did not take the front row. He elected to be
all right.
outside. Remember we talked about qualifying the outside.
Lights are off.
Dominated these restarts, so interesting to see late in the race what they decided.
And we saw a lot of drivers do this last year, late in the race, and it did work out for them.
And the pace car's off. Here we go. Back green on lap 34.
Go back to green with 27 to go in stage 1. See, gets a good rush there in the outside lane from Justin Allgaier and leads into 1.
See Allgaier get the nose a little bit to the outside, just trying to get a good line up here. Oh, he gets loose as well. Both those cars, Chastain and Allgaier, are loose in the middle 1 and 2.
And Sam Mayer, probably the restart of the day, went 3 wide to the bottom. They had like 3 or 4 positions. Is going to be knocking on the door of the top 5 here. Look at these cars all on top of each other.
Now the A's are leading? What the fuck? How's that happen? How the fuck did that happen? Why are they fucking leading?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, come on. Jesse Love's on the wall. That fucking sucks.
Aww.
11th spot and was inside there the top 6
Bruh.
spots. Stay in 4th gear. They seem to be back up to speed now. They've lost all of that track position.
Won't stay in.
Jesse Love is slow on track. He's going to make it back around to pit road. He won't stay in 4th gear, apparently. Oh, and now he goes around. No caution. He'll get to pit road.
He will get to pit road. So they'll diagnose exactly what the issue is on the 2 here.
Can you not put it in 4th gear? When I put it in 4th gear, the second I get back in the gas, in the middle of the corner, it spins back into 3rd gear. It won't stay in 4th gear even when I'm holding it.
So that's the conversation between Jesse and crew chief Danny Stockman. Here's the restart.
Nope. The fuck? He just missed his pit box.
And more issues now for the 2. I don't think he even stopped in his pit box.
Oh, so maybe this is what gave Sam the big run he had here. You can see the 2 checks up that inside lane.
Didn't even stop in his damn pit box.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Best you can. Right now, there's nothing they can do for him.
This was the half.
Couldn't stop.
In turn 4.
Well, and he said that they kept going to 3rd gear, actually.
Oh, and now salt in the wound.
Oh, and to make it worse, Jesse Love has a penalty.
Bruh.
Lightning strikes have been detected nearby. There's lightning in my area.
You obviously can't use the other gears, but what he's saying is even when he was trying
Just
to
a very
hold it,
small
you popped
storm.
out when you actually use the accelerator and put load on that, so bigger issue.
Let's hear exactly what Jesse Love had to say to Danny here.
Okay, well, we don't have something to do to fix that. You can just kind of hold it, I guess.
So the one thing that you can hear the frustration from Stockman, he's like, we don't have any way to fix that right now. So they came in to try to pit, they sent him back out. But Parker, the thing to me that's weird is normally when they pop out of gear, they go to neutral. He kept said it was going to third gear, which I wonder if is that what caused him to spin? Did he go to third gear and over-rev the engine? I don't know. It's a unique situation right here, and obviously the hits just keep coming for the 2-car right now.
And he just came back down and did not stop in the box again. So I'm not sure if that was him trying to serve the penalty there for the speed. I think that's what that was, and maybe just a miscommunication there about what he needed to do. Either way,
Jesse Love is going to the garage.
Running back to the garage to try to figure out what options are available for the 2 team here, just to try to salvage any sort of day that they can here. Now the 2 on for the driver that was fastest in practice and maybe had the car to beat today. All good for
A severe thunderstorm warning in my area. So if the stream ends, that means my power went out.
But 3 new dishes.
Just letting you guys know.
Dethrone your favorite. Each tossed
And then I would go back
creamy
once
garlic
it turns
sauce
back
with
on.
fresh spinach and tomatoes.
Hopefully it would be quick.
Will it be the tender, buttery salmon, or will the grilled chicken or sautéed shrimp take the crown? One of them could be a new favorite, but you don't have long to find out. Our limited-time creamy garlic fettuccinis will be gone soon.
The Colonel has a bucket list. The $10 one. Monday nuggets. Tuesday fried chicken. Wednesday wings. Thursday tenders. Friday nuggets again. Now that's living life to the fullest. Get a $10 bucket of the day from KFC.
What causes a curve? Is it Peyronie's disease? Is there somebody I can talk to for help?
I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease?
Find a urology specialist who treats PD at GoGetSomebody.com.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping clean. What man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. See how Wet Dude Wipes completely clears while Dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to Wet Extra Large Dude Wipes for the best clean, hands down.
If you want your vehicle to look showroom new inside and out, Cerakote, the industry leader in ceramic coatings, makes it easy with a complete car care system. With over 80,000 5-star reviews and more #1 bestsellers than any other brand, we trust Cerakote. Buy now.
We are launching a new pro baseball team called the Long Beach Coast. We're out in the community every day, meeting with small businesses, and we're meeting our future fans. For the Long Beach Coast to succeed, we're going to have to take advantage of every hour. What I love about Vesto is that everything from HR, payroll, onboarding, all of it's just so turnkey. It allows me to focus on the most important thing, which is building a great team both on and off the field.
Ridge is back with our 6th annual sweepstakes. The prize is so epic, we needed a spokesperson to match.
These are pretty nice. You can win a Lamborghini, souped-up trucks, or $100,000 cash.
Enter to win for free at Ridge.
Downright free?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series on the CW. Dylan Welch, Jamie McMurray, Parker Klugerman in the broadcast booth, Kim Kuhn and Chris Wilner on pit road. Getting a look at Jesse Love back in the garage area. Chris told us during the break that they are going to attempt to change the transmission on that car. So it is...
Jesse Love will be able to come back out if they can get that fixed. He's off track right now. My guy Sheldon's running in 3rd.
It's interesting because for years people left that bungee cord in the car and never needed it, but just in case you look in and you have this beautiful
Ryan Sieg's led every lap so far today.
bungee cord sitting in there just in case you need it, because there was a time when it seemed like every 4 or 5 races somebody had to have that. You don't hear of it much anymore. The fact though that they had to go to the garage so quick tells me it's probably a bigger issue than just popping out of gear.
Yeah, the whole mechanism has to go through something broken. The linkage. Oh wow. Speaking of points,
10 to go on the stage. So if a caution comes out before the end of the stage, it would just end the stage. And then stage 2 could potentially be longer.
11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th on the racetrack. As we cross the 10 to go marker in stage 1, reminder, a caution between now and the end of the scheduled distance at lap 60 will bring this stage to a close.
It might be a lot easier if we just didn't do the stages. Like, that might be a better option. It would fix this whole issue. No stages.
Whether it's the leader Ryan Sieg, Jeremy Clements, who are riding with here, or Creed or Mayer, all those cars have really good speed all weekend.
Jesse Love is out of the car in the garage area. Let's hear from him now with Chris.
Here's Jesse Love.
And Dylan and his team is feverishly working to make that transmission change. So Jesse, any warning before the transmission issue there?
No, not really. I just
mark their third straight finish outside the top 15. So as important as momentum is this time of year, not the way you want to head into the chase. Meanwhile, up front, close as the battle for the lead has been since this restart, Justin Allgaier reeling in Ryan Sieg in front.
And look at the line that Allgaier's running, just slightly higher. I don't know that he's significantly faster than Sieg. Sieg had a really bad lap just a few moments ago. As you see right now, the 07 being kind of in Sieg's line where he wants. Could play into Allgaier's favor, just the timing of these guys getting bogged down, taking a little bit of a draft down this long front stretch. They mess up both of their angles into turn one. Ooh, you saw him to get real close.
Allgaier's won 7 stages already this year, trying to go for number 8 here. With 4 laps to go this time by for your top 2.
But that preferred line, you see right there, is kind of splitting the seam on both ends of the racetrack, and it's so hard. We've seen it all race long. You can get to the inside of guys, but completing that pass is so much harder. And if I'm in Allgaier's position, I'm just looking at these lap cars, and what can I do for a pick? You know, when you're the guy in second, you have a few more choices than the leader.
And I think Justin actually has a stronger car than Sieg. Sieg's been out clean out this entire time. Justin's made passes. He looks to the outside. If he gets that right rear, it's game over. That would just hand him the positions. Sieg has to do whatever he can to protect that right rear. But definitely Justin's looking at the traffic and thinking, where do I want to be when we get there? Hopefully Ryan makes the wrong choice.
Now Allgaier looks to the inside, got to the left rear, but Sieg able to get the power down out of 2.
You got to be so careful if you're Allgaier, though, sneaking to the outside because of how high Ryan Sieg's already running. When you get above where that new asphalt is, it gets really slick. And this track, we call it a short track, but it's extremely fast, too. So when things go wrong, it's bad here.
Yep, just like you said. Yeah. Well, that'll be it. Allgaier loses all that ground he made up.
It's like you know what you're talking about. Well done.
Going around to end the stage, or just one more lap in the stage. Allgaier's got a run on Sieg.
Allgaier's licking his lips back here, ready to pounce again. He went all the way to the top of that Patrick's again. Down at 2.
That diamond move worked pretty well for him.
Oh, he's so sideways on the exit at 2 right here. Looked like he was all the way out of it a second ago and is now, because of these laps.
Man, Ryan Sieg's going to come around.
Well done, Ryan Sieg.
He will win stage 1 from Iowa Speedway in Newton, Iowa.
His first stage win since August of 2024 at Michigan. Justin Allgaier, Sheldon Creed, Ross Chastain, and Sammy Smith, the top 5 finishers in stage 1.
That was about 11.5-minute green flag run there to end the stage. We head to stage 2 here. I want my food. I want my food now. Or before we go back green.
At O'Reilly Auto Parts, we know the fire of competition is born at the truck.
Every lap.
Every turn.
Every part drives us.
Sheldon Creed wins. Our professional parts people can offer you the right parts and advice so you're ready for every moment along the way.
Every part matters in competition.
And every part is powered by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey, Danny. I can't sleep. Can you tell me another story?
Not tonight, buddy. We have a race tomorrow.
Please tell me the one about the 37 million people who trust Progressive to protect their cars.
We've already done that one.
Yeah, but I like it when you do all 37 million voices.
I can read them to you during the race. Let's get some sleep.
If your car could talk, it would tell you to get Progressive.
Denny, where do Progressive auto policies come from? Denny?
You know what's crazy?
That we paid a kid's price for kids that eat more than us?
Crazy, right?
Crazy.
You endure the heat, the rain, and the snow. You lose your voices and your minds for something that could break your heart or make your year. You believe every game matters, and so do we. CW College Football.
Welcome to the Oneida, New York dental practice of Dr. Bruce Stewart. We treat every patient as if they were our own family. We specialize in the least invasive surgical techniques for implants and laser.
My Dasher is on the way.
Improve your smile without metal. Ask us about SureSmile clear aligners. Our 3D printer allows us to make mouth guards, dentures, and surgical guides for implants right in our office. Get world-class dental care with Dr. Stewart and his staff in Oneida. Call and make an appointment today. And as always, come smile with us.
Hi everyone, I'm Joe Bright, owner of Duncan Bright Furniture. For nearly 100 years, the community in Syracuse has embraced Duncan Bright Furniture. We have one last opportunity to welcome you into our store on South Salina Street before we close the doors for good. Every single item in this store must be sold, and we've taken fresh discounts to ensure every piece of furniture is the lowest price it's ever been and ever will be. Come on down to Duncan Bright Furniture and help celebrate 99 years of local family business on South Salina Street. And thank you from the Duncan Bright family for your support over the years.
Honey, I've got the itch.
Thousands of Central New Yorkers develop the uncontrollable itch to sell their home.
When your home hits the market, exposure matters.
Marketing matters, and choosing the right agents matters the most.
We don't just list homes.
We create demand.
Side effects of not using Eric and Misty may include lower offers and severe seller regret.
When the itch to sell hits,
Call Central New York's Cure.
NASCAR in the CW is brought to you by Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes. Progressive Insurance. Get in the savings lane today. Visit progressive.com. And by Toyota. Let's go places. Back in Iowa, stage 1 in the books. This stage break is brought to you by Arby's. Brian Seed getting it done. First time in a couple years. He sees the green and white checkered first. Justin Allgaier, Sheldon Creed, Ross Chastain, and Sammy Smith. Top 5. Sam Mayer did a nice job there, up 15 spots from the start to pit from the 6th spot. And William Sawalich there getting a valuable stage point or 2, finishing 10th.
Sieg did an awesome job holding off Allgaier at the end of that. Going to be up to his pit crew now to hopefully just maintain where they're at. A lot of pressure on these guys when you come in after winning a stage.
And this pit road is tricky. It's got that curve at the pit exit that can prove challenging for the drivers at that section of pit road. Got to be perfect here. And the field will head down Progressive Pit Road, and we start our coverage with Kim Kuhn.
And Dylan, to Jamie's point, as we look at stage 1 winner Ryan Sieg right there, crew chief Matt Noyes told me the one place they felt they could be stronger was their pit crew. They have about a 12th place pit crew, so they were hoping just to maintain here today. Ryan, though, free in, lost a little bit of turn, but decent exit, nothing major, so no big adjustments. Right front air out of that tire to help this turn and get it lasting a little bit longer, Chris.
Middle of your screen, finishing second in the stage is Justin Allgaier, crew already to work. He said the biggest deal was I was free on the extremities and then tight in the middle. They're going to make an air pressure adjustment. Track bar is going to go down a half round. And then Sheldon Creed in that number 1 pit stall didn't drive through it, did a great job. He's down and away.
And Sheldon wins the race off pit road. Let's go.
Here's the race off of Progressive Pit Road. Sheldon Creed's crew doing a nice job to gain him a bunch of spots. Ryan Seed. That's the race off pit road. We'll go back green in a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my food. It's here.
My name is Daniel. I've been a barista for 8 years, but I wanted to bring my take on real coffee to the community, and my Toyota BZ helped me get there.
Imagine what you can do with an all-electric vehicle that gets you. Toyota. Let's go places.
Olive Garden's got 3 new dishes tossed in our limited-time creamy garlic sauce. And with your choice of salmon, chicken, or shrimp, you might find a new favorite. Better hurry, though. These creamy garlic fettuccinis will be gone soon.
A broken windshield shouldn't wreck your budget. That's why Safelite has Fix Now, Pay Later. We'll fix it wherever you want, and you can pay over time. Get it fixed now, pay later at Safelite.com.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
To Haggerty, it's obvious. One of these cars
is not like the others. It's harder to operate, but easier to enjoy. You use it less, but you love it more. And if something goes wrong, it's a lot harder to replace. It's not your everyday car, so don't pay more for everyday insurance. Pay a better price for better coverage from Hagerty. Quote today at Hagerty.com.
Saturday, August 29th, New Mexico State faces off with Deuce Robinson and a Florida State squad out to reclaim the ACC throne. CW College Football, August 29th at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific.
Behind the story, there's always more. The CNY Central YouTube channel with exclusive content. Get more. Subscribe now to CNY Central on YouTube.
Hi everyone, I'm Joe Bright, owner of Duncan Bright Furniture. For nearly 100 years, the community in Syracuse has embraced Duncan Bright Furniture. We have one last opportunity to welcome you into our store on South Salina Street before we close the doors for good. Every single item in this store must be sold, and we've taken fresh discounts to ensure every piece of furniture is the lowest price it's ever been and ever will be. Come on down to Duncan Bright Furniture and help celebrate 99 years of local family business on South Salina Street. And thank you from the Duncan Bright family for your support over the years.
It's Running's gift card blowout event, August 11th and 12th, 2 days only. Get a $10 gift card when you spend $100. Get a $25 gift card when you spend $200. And get a $75 gift card when you spend $500. Shop our 90 locations or online anytime at runnings.com.
Mike was working a job site in Syracuse. He trusted the scaffolding was safe. He trusted someone had checked it. They had Mike fell 20 feet, no construction work for Mike ever again.
At Stanley Law, we took action. Investigation, accident reconstruction, expert witnesses, injury and workers' compensation team that left no stone unturned.
Using the Stanley Success System, we worked for the maximum award. Stanley Law, 1-800-608-2333.
Every rep.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks did get a 3-year contract extension. We love Dylan Brooks.
On the field at training camp, Buffalo Plus
He's a legend.
is there. Big plays, standout players, and our analysis of all the action. Find Buffalo Plus on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
Test your luck and make your power play by heading to your local lottery retailer, to get in the game for tonight's estimated Powerball jackpot of $856 million. Thought of winning that had me all flustered. I'm looking at the number 2 and I was like, wait, is that a typo? My almost like $1 billion. Make a stop on the way home, I think. Get a ticket. Definitely will be. Yeah. See you guys later. Well, so we talked about the challenges of pit road here at Iowa, and we had several issues with several drivers at the front of the field, starting with Brent Cruz, who missed his pit stall. And this is right in the section of pit road that we talked about. Pit out where that curve is. It's hard to just know where you're going, Parker.
Yeah, this isn't like in your road car where you see a turn, you think, oh, you just look to the left, wherever. A race car, you have a headrest around you, the Haas device, you can't really move. The A-post is large. They're not designed for you to see around a tight curve like this. So being a rookie, young driver, first time maybe experiencing a curve pit stop like this, just completely misses his stall. Isn't able to see it or get in correctly, end up blocking the 7 of Justin Allgaier a little bit. Just a great learning experience for Brent Cruz here as he continues that learning here in the O'Reilly Series.
And interesting enough, the 7, because he didn't win the race off pit road, look at that. He ended up lining outside the second row. We talked about how important that outside is. We've seen him get a better launch. Also through 1 and 2, the inside is a struggle. But Sammy Smith gave a great opportunity for him, who was in third.
Pace car's off.
On the front row. Brian Seek's team as well lost a couple spots. No issue. Just
green flags back in the air. Stage 2 is underway.
So he'll restart in the 7th spot. Field working their way back to the total restart zone. Back to green in stage 2.
Sammy Smith does a great job on the inside. You see 3 wide right there.
That's Sam Mayer again with that move down into 1, just going to the bottom. Shortcutting the corner, hoping to make up positions.
Sammy Smith into 2nd, does a great job. Allgaier was not able to maintain the speed.
Mayer still going to work down there on the bottom.
That's 3 made. Oh, contact line.
Oh, man.
Everybody sorts it out, gets away from each other.
That was Ross Chastain. That was super sideways in front of him.
They're running out of room down there. Bill on the inside trying to get away. It's the race for the 10th spot. Anthony Alfredo there in the 96, Taylor Gray in the 54, Ross Chastain in the 9.
Oh, Jeff Burton right there, just all over Anthony Alfredo, just trying to find a hole to get in.
Meanwhile, back up front,
Sheldon pulling away with the lead.
Trying to fend off hard charging Sam Mayer. Mayer started 23rd. Stage 1. These guys still aren't done. This is the same group that has been trying to sort things out here from about 10th through 15th.
Alfredo has been three.
Your win pick is Creed. He's not my win pick, but he's my favorite driver, so hoping he wins.
And every driver's pushing so hard because they know how hard it is to pass once you get in the longer run. Brent Cruz trying to make up.
My win pick was Ross Chastain, who is, I don't even know where he's running. 12th.
Yeah, Cruz already picking off a few here since this restart. Knows he's got a fast car, but just looking for an open lane here. Alfredo finally gets away. Thompson does briefly.
That's my pick for tomorrow.
That's Brennan Poole.
Not sure yet.
The 44 with Cruz in the middle.
What a dogfight. Brent Cruz looked like he was in the perfect position to get like 50.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
The angle and where he entered, he lost all that momentum on exit. Ended up losing over half those spots back.
This is 18th, 19th, 20th, right around in that range here.
This could have been
They're racing like there's 5 to go in the race. There's a lot more than that.
Somehow, everybody keeps it going the right direction.
That's when the spotter gets tongue-tied. Doesn't quite know what to say in those moments.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Logano tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. I have to see how I feel in the morning. Oh, trouble! That's Kyle Sieg.
I'll tell you what, though.
Not Ryan Sieg. It's Kyle Sieg.
And didn't have any issues. So the butt face car gets away without a scratch.
Kyle Sieg spins out.
Chester's had some
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Sieg was 22nd at the time of this spin, so right there in the mix of all those cars we were showing on the screen.
Yeah, Kyle's had good speed today. He was 6th in practice earlier today. Comes out of that Haas factory team. Spun on his second lap in qualifying. So
in 3 and 4.
In 3 and 4.
So he's got it 1 and 2 this time. Yep.
But you know what? Put tires on, regroup, go back and get him again. That was that bump you have on the entry into 1. Just got the car loose under the brakes. Got away from him.
Never quit driving it. Saves his race car for the second time today. Under caution for the second time here at Iowa.
Technically the third time.
They'll tell you who you are.
What you can't do.
Where you don't belong.
But with the right people at your side, you write your own story.
You don't wait for success. You chase it. Sharper, tougher, faster, with every lap.
And when you give everything you've got, you don't just win. You inspire what comes next.
Yeah, it was about a 2.5 minute green flag run.
Got not 1, not 2, but 3 new dishes.
First time ever that a Braves manager has gotten ejected. It's definitely not true.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
That's definitely not true.
Favorite, but you don't have long to find out. Our limited time creamy garlic fettuccinis will be gone soon.
The moment you took your first breath.
You want more racing? You can rewatch the Hickory Throwback Scheme race on YouTube for free and full.
Mopped up and down, back and forth, over and over again. And when it was finally time to enjoy it all, COPD thought it could stop you. Well, COPD never met someone like you. You kept right on going. Breztri has 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, with better breathing starting within 5 minutes, and helps prevent flare-ups. Breztri is a COPD maintenance treatment that works as hard as you do. Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth, or
is his first ejection.
Changes or eye pain occur.
But you said still that a Braves manager gets
able to help. Ready to take back your breath. Now approved for the maintenance treatment of asthma. Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Oh, hey, Cole's mom. Remember, no direct eye contact.
The Colonel has a bucket list.
Yeah. They honestly shouldn't run lower series races when a NASCAR race is on. I mean, I guess it's alright when the O'Reilly's on. But there should never be like a race happening during a cup race.
Get a $10 bucket of the day from KFC.
Let's take a look at our golden moment brought to you by Golden Corral. It's our third caution of the day, and this time involves Kyle Sieg in the 28, middle of 1 and 2, keeps it out of the wall.
Kyle Sieg is living right. 2 spins in 1 day and no contact. There's something right.
From the Demco onboard here with Ryan Ellis. Yes, could have been a lot worse twice today for the 2018, but able to drive it back to pit road, put a new set of tires on it, and continue on his way.
That is the most calm we have seen the steering wheel all day long. Ryan Ellis has had his hands full inside of that car today.
Running 28th right now is the 02. He always has bright colored steering wheels. They're blue sometimes. This one's red, obviously, to match the car.
He thinks through every little detail in that sets. He's a hustler.
Allgaier, again, in third, chose the outside.
And if you have Sammy Smith behind you, like
All right.
Sammy Smith has Sammy
Pace car's back off and back green.
Second row inside. He's made it 3 wide every single time on whoever's in front of him. And there it is.
Field works through the photo restart zone. Back to green here on lap number 80. Mayer again goes to work right away around the bottom of 1 and 2. They scramble behind him for fifth on back.
And look at Carson Quamble get to the outside right there. Corey Day. Great momentum on the exit of the corner. The restarts have just been crazy all day today. 3-4 wide.
And that didn't work for Sam Mayer. Ryan Sieg was able to get to the outside of it. Remember, let every lap in stage 1 had a bad pit stop.
Damn, they go fast here.
And he gets by Sam Mayer.
I know that car is good for the 39. Just got to keep fighting all day today for track position after the pit stops. This battle resumes again from about the 15th spot on back. Taylor Gray there in 14th. Roger Carruth and Jeff Burton racing for a spot inside the top 15. Now here's the battle for the lead. This is off of 4.
He's sliding that car. Got back to the power. Put like a 4-wheel drift on, just trying to catch it.
Sheldon Creed out front with his hands full here. Justin Allgaier, Sammy Smith. Now Sieg on the move again, challenging Smith for that 3rd spot with Mayer in tow.
That inside pass is so hard to do when everyone has grip on the first few laps of these tires. Just got to wait till that pace slows down a little bit. Allgaier.
And if you're Justin, you know how good your car was on the long run in stage 1. That's when he really put the pressure on. Ryan Sieg was late in that run, just towards the end of the stage. He's looking the bottom right now, but I think he's doing 2 things. Just taking care of that car, taking care of the tires, a little cleaner air. If Sheldon makes a mistake or slips up, he'll be there to take advantage of it, but not pushing too hard.
What about Sieg back behind us? Fell back during those pit stops. He's had a couple of restarts. Has put himself back in a good position as a fast car.
How many laps in the final stage? It'll be the final 130 laps.
Smith right here. This is the line he ran that whole first stage. He went on to win.
Oh, this is tight on the right.
Yeah, this is another good battle. Patrick Staropoli, they're running in the 20th spot. Jeremy Clements in the mix as well as they race for position. Oh, Brandon Jones up the racetrack into Carson Quample, nearly opens the door for Sawalich.
Gosh, these guys all have their hands full today.
This is great. Wow, look, did you see Carson Quample there? I don't know if Chastain got into him, but he was way sideways.
Yeah, gave him a massive push. Is now, you see Cruz get to the outside of Ross Chastain. Saw Cruz miss his pit stall earlier. And in that preferred lane where that momentum can be, but you got to be careful not to get too high. We saw Allgaier do that earlier.
I think that was a better move by Ross Chastain and the Joe Gibbs Racing sandwich to back out of it, down into 3.
Or just put yourself right back in position on the turn 1.
I don't know if he planned that one as Roger Carruth goes to the bottom, made it 3 wide. He's trying to make up positions. His race has kind of gone awry since just lap 1, turn 1.
This is great stuff here. Sawalich there at the head of this pack running 9th. Quamble right there in the 8th spot. Cruz behind him. Couple guys on the bubble battle here, the 19 and the 18. Meanwhile, left of the screen, look at Allgaier. He's got a fender to the left rear, Creed.
Yeah, and I think Creed's content with him having that. Just he's like, you can have the inside, knowing that he's going to have the momentum on the exit of these corners. Oh, he's got to be so careful right there.
I appreciate that.
Hi, Chester.
Real quick at the exit of these corners, just because of the shape of this racetrack.
I like what Allgaier's doing here, trying to get to the outside. You get to the right rear quarter, that pass is over. Creed's gonna know that though. These two guys are savvy, and this is what makes racing so fun, is trying to position yourself where they don't think you're gonna be.
And if you're Sheldon, you are content with letting Justin go down there. But the risk is exactly what we saw there on the exit 4 the lap prior. He packs that air on your left rear, gets you loose, and suddenly shoves you out of the groove as Justin gets to the bottom, tries to slide up. Oh,
Contact there. Great battle for the lead here with Creed and Allgaier.
You're going to race them a little bit differently. Creed's going to know that Allgaier's really clean, right? They've raced each other a lot. You get somebody underneath you like a Brent Cruz, let's say, that doesn't have as much experience. You probably don't want them on your inside just because they haven't been in that position as many times as what these two have been. This is a lot of fun to watch, just seeing them all trying to position themselves in the right place at the right time.
These two giving each other just enough room, not any more than necessary, but to your point, the trust is there between these two veterans of this series. They are putting on a show here halfway through stage 2.
Oh, and it's bringing in the next 3. They're all starting to run back down.
I want to make a quick note, too. Austin Hill, who has been quiet all day, is on the charge, up to the 6th spot, up 22 since the start of the day. They were not happy with their race car in practice and qualifying, but Chad Haney and company have gone to work. The 21 is carrying the torch here for RCR this afternoon.
Thank you, read my mind. I was just about to go down that path as I looked up the time he scored and I saw Austin Hill 6. Where did he come from? He has just methodically worked his way forward and made up a ton of positions in stage 1, made up positions on pit road and on these restarts, and finds himself just outside the top 5. But that is a really impressive run to be at 22 spots, Kate.
Yeah, and Dylan mentioned practice. They were completely off, just tight, chattering through the entire run during practice. Talked to crew chief Chad Haney after and said, we were kind of scratching our heads, went back to our baseline. So everything we did in practice, we took some very big swings and said, in fact, he said, like a 20-point swing, which is just so aggressive when you're talking about adjustments on cars. Went back to what they learned. Austin right now said he fires off good. He's just trying to make it live. They did focus on entry and extra with their adjustments during the last stop.
Allgaier's going to That was about as close as you could get to not hitting the wall, I think, for the 7 car.
But if you're the 00, you just want to move up just a little bit. Because you can see the out of bounds. Even though there's more racetrack above, where you see the newer strip of asphalt, that is the grip. You get above where that grip is, there is no grip. So you kind of have an out of bounds without a wall being there. Justin's clearly faster than he is.
And now he uses a side draft into turn 1. He's going to try and shortcut the corner here, slide up in front of Sheldon. He does that.
Oh, geez.
Overshot it. And then right back to Creed. All that Sammy Smith into the mix as well.
All that work erased. Done so much there over the last 2 or 3 laps. He'll probably get back there pretty quickly considering the speed of his race car. But Sheldon, I have to think maybe had a bit of a chuckle to think, yeah, well, that didn't quite work for you, buddy.
Great stuff at the front, dropping a little further back. This is the race for the 8th spot between Joe Gibbs' teammates. William Sawalich on board with him. The sound you're on board. Looking back at Brent Cruz.
Jesse Love has returned to the race. He is 57 laps down. This is 58.
These two both racing for the bubble spot, as we've talked about. And here's Jesse Love back onto the racetrack after those transmission challenges early in the day.
You know, to go back and hit on, Kim was talking about Austin Hill. It's almost unheard of to be that far off and to be able to make adjustments to your car and get back to the speed that they have with Austin Hill. When you saw where they practiced, where they qualified, you're like, it's just going to be a bad day for the 21. But that's an awesome job to make those changes, and then the car's responding to what they need. Because ultimately, you kind of made your bed when you get here with the setup you've chosen. There's not a lot of changes that they can make, so great job to them.
This is a look back at the race for the lead. Allgaier gets a good run here out of turn number 4. He'll make the pass into turn 1, but
yeah, he didn't live till he got to the next county was the problem. Too much speed.
Well, he did a couple things there. One, you'll side draft aggressively here as we talk about this being a fast short track. You can side draft, and then you'll overdrive and shortcut that corner. Do both those things, you end up like he did, overdriving it.
Racing is always fun here in Iowa. The top 2 put on a show.
Great race, bud.
You're the man, Denny. Should we hit the town and celebrate?
We could. Or we could.
Denny Hamlin!
Now this is how you celebrate.
You really know me, Denny. Like Progressive knows their 37 million customers.
We're like a best friend.
Exactly.
Say ah.
No.
If your car could talk, it would tell you to get Progressive.
Is that hot cocoa in there?
You know it.
Slurp.
For Jim, life's big moments happen in seconds, like falling in love with Abby in as little as 2 seconds, or proposing to her in 78 seconds.
That's
Then
crazy.
Jim had the hardest conversation of his life in 100 seconds when he learned that he had cancer. Because life's big moments
Imagine
happen in
proposing on the
seconds.
first date.
Jim and
That'd be
his doctor
wild.
chose Opdivo Qvanec for
That's
its
crazier than
exposure
fucking on the first
injectable
date.
immunotherapy given in as little
I feel like
as
that's not that
30
crazy
seconds.
anymore.
It may be used alone in adults to treat melanoma, a type of skin cancer that is spread or can't be removed by surgery and is approved for many other cancers. Opdivo Qvanec can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation. Opdivo Qvanec can harm your unborn baby, because every second counts. Opdivo Qvanec.
At ACE, our buckets hold so much more than paint. They hold dreams and hope for children. This weekend, make a $5 donation and get a 5-gallon bucket plus 20% off almost anything that fits inside it.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
For decades, Golden Corral has served our heroes. Our unwavering support of the military and their families hasn't changed. And thanks to you, it never will.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping clean. What man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. See how Wet Dude Wipes completely clears while Dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to Wet Extra Large Dude Wipes for the best clean, hands down.
NASCAR's most thrilling stretch lives on USA, and at these speeds, don't blink. Only 4 races left before the historic return of the chase. Incredible! The pressure, the stakes, the adrenaline, and it all kicks into high gear at Iowa. Whoa! Did you ever think you would see that? NASCAR heads to Iowa, Sunday, live on USA. Back at Iowa, working our way to the end of Stage 2. Justin Allgaier out front. It's time for the Let 'Em Cook replay presented by Graza, the official olive oil and mayonnaise of NASCAR, that'll show us how the 7 took the lead for good, at least for now, in this great battle with the Double Zero.
Well, Sheldon Creed finally had a slip up and to be hounded by Justin lap after lap. It seemed like the entirety of this stage. He did slip up there, and the one just got a little bit loose and allowed Justin to slip by and Justin drive away from Sheldon Creed. I think for Sheldon's team to get to the end of the stage, they're going to be looking at what adjustments can we make to be as competitive as that against that 7 later in the run. I think early on they're pretty evenly matched, but it's this later in the run that they got to be better.
And he has driven away that lead already over a second for Allgaier over the Double Zero. We flash back a little bit deeper in the field. This is a race for 11. Ross Chastain and Carson Kvapil. Taylor Gray there in the mix as well in the 54. Roger Caruth ahead of them in 10th. In a good spot as someone who needs some stage points. And boy, the bubble, it's been so funny to watch because all the guys that are racing each other in points have been around each other pretty much all day today.
Yeah, they found each other early on in this race and did not really separate between Caruth, Sawalich, Gray. They're all just right on top of each other throughout this first portions of the race.
And today's so important because we have 2 weeks off, then go to Daytona before the reset occurs. So you don't want to go to Daytona needing to be a hero of any sort. The more you can patch your buffer here, the better you're going to feel.
You want to go to Daytona mathematically in.
Right. Yeah, these guys that are clinched.
An extra race that you go enjoy and not worry about points. And when you have 2 weeks off as a driver on that cutoff line, you just don't enjoy any of that time that you're supposed to be relaxed. You're stressed out about your whole season being on, making this chase.
These 2 racing for 12th now. Kvapil in the 1, Gray in the 54. Chastain's gotten away from them. A reminder, 8 to go here, under 10 to go in the second stage. Caution comes out, will end the stage.
What's up? Yeah, Red Sox losing. Actually, they're losing 6-2 now.
Moving up pit road, and it was part of that.
It sucks.
bar fight brawl.
That's what happens when I don't watch.
3 wide for many laps in a row and kind of got swallowed up in that and had to find his way back, but he was the fastest car on the racetrack.
If I was watching, that wouldn't have happened.
Speed that 9 if they can get more track position.
Rick Cruz is another one who's had some ground to make up after a tough pit stop at the end of stage 1. For more on the 19, let's check in with Chris.
Yeah, he's certainly having a nice rebound after that pit stop, Dylan, as our Toyota driver update focuses on Brent Cruz. Still complaining about a loose race car. Sluggish in the corner, really boggy on exit, but having to charge through as he makes the pass here momentarily for 7th on Austin Hill. He wanted to be aggressive today. He kind of knew where they were starting in the 18th position. He was going to have to get up on the wheel and make something happen. He did so, and has had to do it again after the most recent round of pit stops. So they're hoping to make another round of adjustments to get that car tightened up just a little bit. But the longer the run goes, Brent's starting to come to just a little bit, still a little bit loose all around the racetrack.
Up to the 7th spot now as he does get around Austin Hill. Some stage points coming their way if they can hold on here over the final 5 laps in stage 2. Roberto Sawalich, he's in 9th, looking out the front at the RCR teammates, Austin Hill, and then Jesse Love, who's back on the racetrack at 60 laps down.
Yeah, we talked about Austin Hill just overcoming the struggles they had in qualifying, but as this run goes on, you kind of get exposed to the handling, the real handling of your car. I think he's done an exceptional job as a driver on the restarts and has put them in a better position, but you can see it just looks like the car's not turning the way Austin wants it to, so they're going to want this brake to take one more swing at it and see if they can get it right for this long green flag run we can have here in the final stage.
Chastain's falling back into the clutches of the 1 car here. Carson trying to get it moved up out of the racing group.
They're going to win the F8 in the... Yeah. Got to come back.
Sideways, driving it a long way off the corner there.
Yeah, Carson's tried to make this pass in the bottom and just could not get the momentum, carry the momentum.
3 to go in the second stage. Justin Allgaier has a 2-second lead over Sheldon Creed.
Leaves the bottom for the 54 Gray, trying to sneak through there.
Oh, it's getting tight right there on the exit. Trying to use the move we saw Justin Allgaier attempt to use down into 1 to get the lead earlier. Doesn't quite clear Ross, and now they be side by side. Allows the outside to have the outside momentum, and now you're stuck there on the inside beside the 9.
The 1 doing a nice job, though, being disciplined, not overdriving the entry, being able to stay right on the bottom. But as Parker said, you just have so much momentum when you're on the outside all the way down these...
Around comes Justin Allgaier.
Junior Motorsports racing for the 11th spot right of the screen, but out of 4, their teammate Justin Allgaier.
Justin Allgaier comes around, and he will win Stage 2 at Iowa Speedway in Newton, Iowa.
Seconds over Sheldon Creed. 8th stage win of the year for the 7 team. His 4th here in Iowa. That battle for 11th sorts itself out there as we draw to a close here in stage 2.
Well, about a 17-minute and 3-second green flag run. I'm going to go outside and smoke. I'll be back for the start of the final stage.
For lucky number 7 here in Iowa.
Bipolar 1 can overwhelm your mind. Sometimes depressive lows and unpredictable highs can make it hard to get out of your head. Finding relief may help you break through. Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar treats depressive, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults, proving full spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms.
Not for elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, sleepiness, nausea, vomiting, and indigestion are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar, breaking through to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
Olive Garden's got 3 new dishes tossed in our limited-time creamy garlic sauce. And with your choice of salmon, chicken, or shrimp, you might find a new favorite. Better hurry, though. These creamy garlic fettuccinis will be gone soon.
This is the one who can fix nearly anything and turns to Granger, who has almost everything. Few may see him, but he's the one that keeps it all on track. The industrial-grade products you need. Call, click, or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
It's time to go racing under the lights.
just to make the chase will be an incredibly intense battle.
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, Friday, August 28th from Daytona at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on the CW.
Knowing your world is safe from the world outside, there's a name for that feeling. For window and door projects, you want efficient, high-quality products made specifically for upstate New York homes. But making the right decision all comes down to comfort. Save 15% off your project with no interest until 2030.
Beth was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer and couldn't understand why it wasn't discovered sooner. She came to the Porter Law Group looking for answers. Our medical experts reviewed her mammograms and discovered her doctors failed to identify clear evidence of cancer a year earlier when she could have been treated. Beth's lawsuit settled before trial for $2.8 million. If you were denied a cure because of a doctor's failure to make a timely diagnosis, call 833-888-LATE or visit nycancerlawyers.com.
When your business depends on trucks and vans, every minute matters. That's why you need more than a dealer. You need a commercial partner. From F-150s to 750s, Transits to upfitted work trucks, Davidson Ford Pro offers over 2,000 commercial vehicles to choose from, making us your commercial powerhouse. We don't stop there. We are Syracuse's commercial vehicle service and repair headquarters with 24 service bays, factory-trained technicians, and heavy-duty capabilities to keep your business moving. If you're looking for a vehicle or need service, visit DavidsonFordPro.com.
As we head into the next stage, it's time to fuel up with Arby's new Angus cheesesteak with 100% Angus beef, melty Cooper cheese, and a toasted Amoroso's roll. It's exactly what you need to finish strong. Race to yours by texting RACE to 27297 to learn more and order in the Arby's app. Let's go down to Kim with an update on Ryan Ellis presented by Demco.
Yeah, Dylan checked in with the team this weekend just to get an idea of where their season is now that the regular season's winding down. Remember, Young's Motorsports doing a 2-car full-time effort this season for the first time in that organization's history. They told me they felt like they started the season off strong, but then hit a pretty rough patch. They're getting back on track. Crew Chief Eddie Traconis told me 2026 has been all about building a notebook. He noted that this is a long-term building process where results might take a year or even 2 years to show up. Their big goal, though, is to capitalize better on opportunity races, including, they noted, when the series heads to Daytona in a few weeks.
Thanks, Kim. Pit stops right now at the end of stage 2. Progressive pit road is open, and we'll go back to Kim.
Yeah, Sammy Smith, top of your screen, tight there towards the end of that run, on edge landing entry, he said, but overall long run not bad, so they won't take a big swing, just the air pressure adjustment. They'll stick to that small change this time, but Chris, next time, if they need a bigger change, they will take a swing at it.
Oh, Kim, Justin Allgaier doesn't need a ton as the stage winner is already in his pit box. Said the last adjustment on the last round of stops was money on the long run. Don't change a thing, just need a little help of turn on the short run. Also in a Sheldon Creed, won the race off pit road last time. Said I made a mistake in a 1, but I'm a little edgy still with the rears as they exit pit road. Little slow stop though on the 00.
Race off Progressive pit road. 7 boys doing their job. Come in with the race lead with the race lead. Sheldon Creed and Sammy Smith. Good pit stops as well. Harvest time just around the corner in the Midwest. Corn is standing tall here in Iowa and providing a great backdrop for racing here in the Hawkeye State.
O'Reilly. Need parts fast? O'Reilly Auto Parts is fast. Need them now? We've got now. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. We're O'Reilly Fast. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Safe like repair, safe like repair. A broken windshield shouldn't wreck your schedule. With SafeLight, it doesn't have to. We'll come to you for free, wherever it works for you, so you're able to do your own thing, whatever that is. SafeLight's complete mobile service can repair, replace, and recalibrate, even in your driveway.
It's your windshield. Get it fixed your way at SafeLight. For free mobile service, go to safelight.com.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Hey, Danny. I can't sleep. Can you tell me another story?
Not tonight, buddy. We have a race tomorrow.
Please tell me the one about the 37 million people who trust Progressive to protect their cars.
We've already done that one.
Yeah, but I like it when you do all 37 million forces.
I can read them to you during the race. Let's get some sleep.
If your car could talk, it would tell you to get Progressive.
Danny, where do Progressive auto policies come from? Danny?
Welcome to Sketch Split Talk.
You might see some familiar faces during your stay.
So how does it work? All I know is the cars just go in circles. That's pretty much the gist of it.
At Olive Garden, we're all more craveable classics.
They have stages
Scratch sauces,
where
which
it's
begs the
like
question, what could possibly be next?
after like a certain number of laps, they'll call the caution. It's a scheduled lap, and they'll award points to the top 10 finishers. And then at the end of the race, the first place guy wins.
Winning at home was truly magical.
You're probably not even here anymore
This is about so much
because I left for a few minutes.
It's a huge priority to make sure that the park is activated by community when we're not playing, because we know this is something our community needs. Pulling off events for the community takes people showing up, hiring, planning, payroll, and guests don't make it so easy. So I can focus on what matters, building community and celebrating the magic of Oakland.
Liquid IV is the #1 powder hydration brand in America.
The Yankees won. That fucking sucks.
Fourth quarter performance.
Yeah, I know it's a little bit early, but I am scoreboard watching. I really am.
Clinically proven hydration. But when water isn't enough, Liquid IV.
Red Sox are losing too, so that even sucks more.
NASCAR on the CW is brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people. Progressive, save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit progressive.com. And by Ace, the helpful place. We got that great report from Kim earlier on Ryan Ellis and Demco. And Farm Rescue, they're the only nonprofit organization of its kind that provides farm and ranch families with the operational support they need in times of crisis. Scan the QR code on the screen to learn how you can join Demco and Farm Rescue in providing critical assistance to keep family farms moving. Coming back to green here at Iowa for the final stage, we'll have 121 laps to go. As the field works through the
All right, here we go.
zone, Justin Allgaier,
Back green.
race leader, chooses the outside lane with Sammy Smith behind him. Back to green at Iowa, and Allgaier out to a good jump.
He did, and if you look at his teammate, Sammy Smith, we haven't talked a lot about Sammy. He's running the top 3 all day long. He's had a great car. He's been really aggressive on a lot of these restarts. Did a long run right here. Don't count him out.
Everybody sorts it out. Towards the front, 1 and 2 goes to tail. We're doing their battle again. Battle for third. Sam Mayer inside of Sammy Smith.
I think we got to give some props to Sieg's pit crew, too. They came in, did a nice job. Only lost a position or two that last stop after the issue they had on the first pit stop. The 39s had a great car all day long. Going to get a great finish here. He's trying to work there at Corey Days. Sam Mayer to check up. They got to the back of him pretty quickly. If Corey Days looking maybe the outside of Sam Mayer trying to get there. Dude, Corey Days getting a massive ride on the exit of these corners. Mayer slides up in front of him right here. That had to be very tight between those two. The trajectory they were both off to the center of the corner.
And everybody goes to the bottom, so some clean air in that middle lane for the 17 as he tries to fend off the 39 and go back to work on the 41 of Mayer.
On the left side of your screen, you see
Chester
trying to work over Allgaier. I felt like Sheldon was maybe better on the shorter run there in stage 2. It was on the long run that Justin Allgaier really came to life. So Sheldon's got to try and make something happen or take care of that race car better than he did in stage 2. It looked like Alfredo had a massive moment on the right-hand side. Dean Thompson got in the back of him.
Carson Quapple, Ross Chastain battling again. They have been attached at the hip all day today. This is a race for 10th.
It's just flip-flop right now. The ones in front of them have been in the same position.
Rick Cruz just in front of them. Raja Caruth out the back windshield. Cruz going to work on Sawalich. This is the race for 8th. Sound gear on board. Bill outside. Cruz with the momentum in that outside lane. Does Sawalich leave him enough room? He does. Cruz will take the spot at the line. Way up the track.
Yeah, he was working the top, probably just stepped over that line just a little bit. We saw it happen to Allgaier earlier in the race. Just got to regroup here, get your tires cleaned off.
That's not surprising that Corey Day would maybe push the groove as high as possible. We saw him win a race at Dover doing that, going higher than anyone I think thought was possible. Here just doesn't pay off the way you'd hope. Once you get out of that newer asphalt, there's just not the same level of grip.
Yeah, the 17 looks really loose on entry. You watch as we ride on board with William Sawalich. He's pinching off the entry. You see he's not real aggressive on the entry. He's also pinching it off just a little bit. He can't really pull on the steering wheel.
Cruz gets the spot. Goes to 7th. Day back to 8th. Sawalich in 9th.
See the 17 turns in just a little bit earlier, and then when they get to the middle of the corner, he washes up the racetrack. I'd like to take as late an entry as possible just so you can get the best angle on exit, make the straightaway a little bit longer, and carry all that momentum.
Great look here at all the different approaches that you can use to make a lap here at Iowa. Whatever you got to do some self-medicating with your race car, find some clean air, it's all up for grabs here. Day, by the way, when we're done here, head down the road to Knoxville to compete in the 360 Nationals with the Win Sprint cars.
It's so much fun to watch. You see Corey Day in the 17, right behind him, Sawalich turns in just a little bit lower. The next guy behind him, Chastain, runs higher. The next guy behind him, the one of Guapo, runs lower. Everybody's just trying to find clean air where they can get their car to make the most grip.
Sawalich has dialed up the inside lane here on Day, the race for 8th. Since the restart, Powerball Power Movers, couple guys on the move, including Ross Chastain in the 9. We see him here up 5 spots. They've had issues, I think, on pit road, both stops, slow stops, if nothing else, that have buried them in traffic. Saw Ross in the front early in the day, but has had to dig out of a hole a couple times here this afternoon.
Oh, there's a nice visual for you.
And they did cost Day 2 spots here. Chastain goes by, and Quapple may get by him as well.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of a slide job by the 18. Drove in there deep and then had to check up Chastain and backed up his entry just a little bit. Was able to get that run on the
I don't think Jose's here anymore.
Right in there, didn't he?
I think Corey's patience has
Man, I don't think it's Jose, it's Joe. 2 E's, but one of the E's looks like an S when you look at it from a distance.
just sort of tried the slide job into one. Slides up, and I think Corey thought, well.
But you know what? We make our own rules. We make our own rules in this world. I'll call him Jose if I damn want to.
No harm, no foul. It's just you send a little tap and say, hey, I didn't like that.
Quapple has seen enough of this, and he went ahead and drove around the 17 and the 18 and has moved into 9th. There's a look at the bubble again, changing by the second. Sawalich in now by 1. That's another reason he needs to get as many spots as he can here, just to try to finish out what's been a solid day, quiet day, but has scored a few stage points and doing what he needs to do.
And really, they've been the winners. Sawalich and Gray compared to Carruth, who qualified 4th, lost that turn 2 on the first lap, and has never recovered to really be in a position
Where,
to
Brown?
day. He really needed
He was
to
Brown.
make up points to those Joe Gibbs Racing teammates. Oh, man, Corey.
Thought he was going to get to the back bumper there.
Carson Brown?
He just overdrove that or was trying to get
He's
back
in
to it.
23rd.
Close quarters racing here. 17 in the 88 race. Let's get an update on the 18 with Kim.
Yeah, William Sawalich has done a pretty good job today of just having a solid run, like Dylan mentioned. Earned a couple of stage points, although I caught up to crew chief Jeff Mandering this morning. He said, you know, a couple of stage points is not going to guarantee us a spot in the chase. We have got to run it in front of all of the other guys around the bubble. They're doing that pretty much. Cruz is the only driver that's ahead of Sawalich right now, but things are not looking good balance-wise for William. Take a listen to the in-car audio courtesy of Starkey. So William Sawalich just trying to hold on here until they make that final pit stop of the day.
I'm going to have to run over to Starkey because I couldn't quite hear what he said right there.
You said it because I'm going to hear it.
What exactly what he said right there, but I think just a little bit of frustration.
He said he was loose.
The HendrickCars.com car got to have the HendrickCars.com car, by the way, behind that. It happens a lot in this series.
Glad we cleared that up. Allgaier leads in Iowa.
And if I fuck this model, and she just bleached her asshole, and I get bleach on my t-shirt, I'ma feel like an asshole.
Less and you get more, that's a good deal. And that's Straight Talk Wireless. Straight Talk's always been the same price since they started, back in 2009. And they always offer free 5G phones for new and existing customers on America's most reliable 5G network. Straightforward, always. Finding the same place you've always found straightforward prices.
Switch to Straight Talk Wireless. And now plans starting at just $25 a month. Official partner of NASCAR.
Steak, chicken, shrimp. Protein goals met.
You have reached your protein goal of 90 grams. Join us, brother.
Okay.
Let the fucking feast begin!
To Haggerty, it's obvious. One of these cars is not like the others. It's harder to operate, but easier to enjoy. You use it less, but you love it more. And if something goes wrong, it's a lot harder to replace. It's not your everyday car, so don't pay more for everyday insurance. Pay a better price for better coverage from Haggerty.
Caution.
At Haggerty.com.
Caution is out for the 96 for Anthony Alfredo. Anthony Alfredo brings out the caution.
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that. You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease?
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com.
At Credit One Bank, we believe anything's possible.
I'm on Mars! It's freezing. I'm gonna go back to the module.
But leading your team to the championship? Unlikely.
Okay, that's my personal space.
Landing a checkmate against the supercomputer?
I won?
You could try.
I won.
The award goes to Greg.
Some things.
It was at this moment that he knew. I messed up. I know.
You know I was hungry, so I called Taco Bell!
Express Suite. Credit One Bank for what's in.
I'm Chad. I work for a professional football team, and I earned my degree on...
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up. It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
On the practice field. Thursday, initial discussion post is due. We're going to leave on Friday. We're playing an East Coast trip. I'm going to take advantage of the time spent on the bus and even in the hotel room to finish any of my other coursework that I needed to do prior to kickoff on Sunday. SNHU and the support system may make it possible. Go to snhu.edu.
Under caution at Iowa for the 5th time for an Anthony Alfredo spin. Chris Wilner, Brandon Jones is on pit road.
Yeah, one of the gambles, Dylan, here with about 99 laps to go, and they brought Brandon Jones in running just outside of the top 10. He said, this is the tightest we've been all day. I need an adjustment here.
Update from Hickory, the cars covered in tractor.
They said they're going to take a pretty big swing at it as they send him back on his way. Now, the Toyotas are known to get a little bit more fuel mileage, so be curious here how this gamble pays off and kind of try to stretch.
I'm not at Hickory. I ain't watching no race at Hickory.
This caution came out just about a handful of laps too early.
Yeah, with 99 laps to go, it is right on the edge. You got to be a big gambler. You try to go for it here. This is why we're under yellow. Anthony Alfredo, who is running 16th at the time. This is out of turn 4.
8-minute and 40-second green flag run.
Yeah. Single car spin.
Sounds like he
It's
might
the
have had a
Biff car
tire
race.
going down. He had complained about
That
it
is true.
a little bit earlier in the run. And it's such a slow, lazy spin on the bottom. Almost like he sensed that was getting ready to happen.
We got a little bit more info that maybe even have a vibration in the right rear. Maybe, didn't have all the lug nuts tight.
I might watch.
And felt like the rear was sort
I
of
might.
falling out. So it might
You
be
say it's in
more
a rain delay
mechanical
too.
issue.
I mean, it might be on after this.
Big gamble by
I
Brandon
might turn it
Jones,
on.
though, and it'll, it's 6 or 8 laps at fuel that he's going to have to save. Is it possible? No.
Well, as we get the 1 to go, I expect maybe he might come back down pit road, just top it up.
I was
best you
high when
can.
I'm there.
Then on that 20, if you want to go towards a
I
fuel
don't
mileage,
even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to say nothing. Everybody's got to say something.
We'll go back green at Iowa in a moment.
The reason that he's questionable is because he's so motherfucking real with everybody and
NASCAR on the
everything in his
CW is brought to you by
life.
Opdivo Qvantig. Find out more at OpdivoQvantig.com.
I see him and I
For
feel him.
Jim, life's big moments happen in seconds, like falling in love with Abby in as little as 2 seconds, or proposing to her in 78 seconds. Then Jim had the hardest conversation of his life in 100 seconds when he learned that he had cancer. Because life's big moments add up in seconds, Jim and his doctor chose Opdivo Qvantig for its administration time, an injectable immunotherapy given in as little as 180 seconds. It may be used
I don't even want to talk about. I don't even want to talk about. I don't want to say nothing. Everybody gotta say something.
During and after treatment, these problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation, Opdivo Qvantig can harm your unborn baby. Because every second counts. Opdivo Qvantig.
This is a story about the one.
Brandon Jones, who pitted under the caution just now, is good on fuel till the end.
Ranger who has almost everything. He troubleshoots issues, maintains the facility, and keeps it all on track. Few may see him put the work in, but when they see the results, they know he's the one who keeps the doors open. The high-quality industrial products you need, plus a million more. Call clickranger.com or stop
He's
by.
in 25th.
Granger, for the ones who get it done. Mark 250 years of America.
He's the highest of guys who just pitted under this caution.
Honors those who serve. They've given us their commitment.
Top 24 will still have to make a pit
We're
stop.
here to give them a brighter future. Our programs and services help warriors access VA benefits, improve mental and physical health, and thrive for a lifetime. They've given us their best. Join us in supporting them through the next 250 years of strength and resilience. Visit woundedwarriorproject.org/USA250.
Saying what a lot? Scan the QR code to take a short free online hearing test. Now let's listen into Starkey Radio Communications with Justin Allgaier in the 17.
Didn't need that one to come out for another 10 laps. Too far to stay to save. Sorry, I can't do that to you.
Yeah, buddy, we're good. I knew it. I mean, at that point, it is what it is, right? I knew it.
Always be with the masses. Don't be on your own island. And unfortunately for the 7, only 1 or 2 cars came down pit road.
Those Hendrick motors make a lot of power, but they probably get some
All right.
worse fuel mileage.
Back green.
in the series.
They drink a lot of fuel. Field set for the point restart zone. Back to green with
95 laps to go.
Justin Allgaier resumes control at the front of the field, but here's Sammy Smith looking inside.
Sammy Smith's done a great job being on the inside all day long.
And the back there, the top 10, Roger Cruz put a 3 wide down in turn 1 using that move that Sam Mayer's used so often today. It got really tight down the center of 1 and 2, but he got away with it.
Creed's going to pull ahead of Sammy Smith right here off of turn 4. The 8 should be able to fall the line right there, so no gain, no loss. You see C up to 4th place right now. We talked about the great run he's had. Oh, it's going to get tight.
Oh, man.
Going to push the 1 up out of the groove.
Still not done with each other. Two young guns going at it here. Brent Cruz in the 19, Quapple in the 1. Throw Roger Carruth there in the mix in the 88, trying for the 2 for 1.
Oh, there's no give.
Oh, man. Oh! Swalge almost went around. Cruz and Quapple almost made contact.
And you want to be on the inside in those instances when you're 2nd or 3rd up. You just get used up if the inside car overdrives that corner.
Carson Quapple is not going to be happy with Brent Cruz. Now it's multiple corners in a row that he gets up into his door, shoves him out of the groove. Harrison burned a big boot there.
That was a good save by Harrison, too. Dean Thompson, his teammate, there to the inside.
Look at the positions.
Oh, Swalwich! He goes around. And caution's out. Man.
This is going to play into Brandon.
That's brazy.
Yep, that is exactly how you draw it up if you're crew chief Sam McCauley. Maybe not because it's your teammate that goes around, but aggression goes around.
Great pit position or track position now.
Swalwich was 19th after
Well, he
that
was
scuffle.
involved in all the mess that was happening with the 1 and the 19.
You see how that impacts the point standings on the left of the screen.
Bruh.
Jeff Mendering there. It's kind of been the story of their year. They've had some really good runs, and it seems like when things go bad, it unravels quickly for this group, unfortunately. The car has been fast. If they can just get out of some of this mess, they'll be okay. So this is how it all started. This was maybe a lap or two before Swalwich even went around. Britt Cruz, Carson Quapple, Austin Hill, they're all racing together.
When Austin makes it 3 wide, right? Yeah, stops the 19 just a little bit. Right here, the 19's it's clear. The 1's able to fight back on the outside, but then
Red Sox still down 6-2
being on the inside.
in the 9th.
Contact. Right there. The 18 right here is going to have to check up because of contact.
Top of the 9th.
Nick Sanchez on the inside, and that has just put him in a terrible position.
Tell you what, those guys all did a great job of looking out the front windshield and just aware of where everybody was at to not make that worse.
I mean, it just kept unfolding for William. William makes a great save right there, but it's got him back in the pack, and then ends up getting spun out after running. And then this is so good all day long. Patrick Star pulling down into 1, just gets in the left rear of William Swalwich, spins him out.
You saw Jones drive by there on the apron.
I mean, the good news for the 18 is he doesn't really have any damage, put new tires on, but they have lost all their track position after running so well all day long.
Yeah, as we said, they were back to 19th there because of all that mess and those battles. Everybody right on top of each other. So big pit stop here, final scheduled one of the day. Justin Allgaier going to lead the field down to Progressive Pit Road, and Allgaier stays out. Everybody else, though, heads to pit road.
Including his teammate Sammy Smith. Sammy saying the bounce good, just a little bit freer, needed more grip. He said, I don't want to be freed up anymore. So crew chief Corey Shea saying, we're going to go back on that last air pressure adjustment. We'll tighten you up just a little bit, Chris.
And Justin Allgaier opting to stay out. He told crew chief Andrew Overstreet, it said, it's up to you, but we've got the best car right now. We're playing with house money, and I know that'll keep the 20.
And the Aces went up 7-2. So this ain't good.
But on pit road's going to be Sheldon Creed, who opted to pit, said, I'm still needing to fix the middle of the corner and then the exit, and just need a little bit of security in the rear. 4 Goodyear tires and Sunoco fuel for Sheldon Creed.
Race off Progressive Pit Road. Creed will win that easily. 7 other cars stayed out, including Justin Allgaier. Interesting stuff. Interesting decision at the front of the field. Who's going to be right? We'll find out.
Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? There's an O'Reilly Auto Parts. Turn left, Tyler. Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE-certified master technicians. And if you don't want to do the repair yourself, we can recommend a shop for you. Okay, Tyler, let's go fix your car.
Auto Parts. How did I get here? Shooting all the action despite vision loss from wet AMD. It started when Vabismo opened up my world. I was
Carson Brown, too fast on pit road, section 7. Actually, we have some live in-car audio from Carson Brown. Let's listen to it.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
Yeah, it's a live audio from Carson Brown.
And there's a chance for up to 4 months between treatments.
Vabismo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Vabismo could cause eye infection, retinal detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure, and uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke or severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. Report changes to vision or eye pain to your doctor or retina specialist.
Now, I'm bringing it all into focus. Open up your world. Vabismo.
That's the #1 prescribed FDA-approved treatment for wet AMD and diabetic macular edema. Ask your retina specialist about Vabismo. Olive Garden's got not 1, not 2, but 3 new dishes that might just dethrone your favorite. Each tossed in our new creamy garlic sauce with fresh spinach and tomatoes. So, will it be the tender, buttery salmon, or will the grilled chicken or sautéed shrimp take the crown? One of them could be a new favorite, but you don't have long to find out. Our limited-time creamy garlic fettuccinis will be gone soon. Safe like repair, safe like repair. A broken windshield shouldn't wreck your schedule.
With Safelite, it doesn't have to. We'll come to you for free, wherever it works for you, so you're able to do your own thing, whatever that is. Safelite's complete mobile service can repair, replace, and recalibrate, even in your driveway. It's your windshield. Get it fixed your way at Safelite. For free mobile service, go to safelite.com.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
At Ace, our buckets hold so much more than paint. They hold dreams and hope for children. This weekend, make a $5 donation and get a 5-gallon bucket plus 20% off almost
Yeah, that last green flag run was about 1 minute and 31 seconds.
Pit Road was a busy place, but not for everybody. Let's take a look at this replay brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Allgaier faked us out up here. Mayer bailed out a line there as well. And as we said, 7 cars opted to not pit there. So the thought process, I think, is that you're still maybe too close on fuel. You don't feel like you can make it all the way without having to do a big save. Problem is now, I think if you pit later, you're going to be burying traffic. So let's hear some 7 radio and get their thought process.
We got, it's up to you, I guess. At the end of the day, we got to do what's right, but we got house money, right? We got the best car here, and I can pass anybody. So you just got to decide what you want to do, and I'll make it work.
Well, I guess
All right.
they feel like they can work through traffic.
It feels like
Coming back green.
They probably have that opportunity eventually here when they do come down pit road and have to drive back to the field. Going to have some cautions. Yep.
So
It's going to have to work out.
Green flag's back in the air.
Go back through the pro restart zone here.
Got 80 laps to go here at Iowa Speedway in Newton, Iowa.
With the newest tires here to go back to green.
Sorry, 85 laps to go.
Both stayed out.
See, Justin gets getting that big run. Sitting there, he's so good on the bottom, but Seven mentioned it. They've had.
I'm a lying piece of shit, daddy. Say it again. I'm a lying piece of shit, daddy. Say it. I'm a lying piece of shit, daddy. I'm a lying piece of shit, daddy.
Yeah, getting back to his inside. Ross has been in the middle. I feel like
Are you happy Kevin Owens is back in WWE?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Caution.
It's the 47, Carson Ware.
Carson Ware
7
spins
caution
out.
today with 84 to go. By the way, Sammy Smith was 3rd before those stops. He got dinged for speeding and had to go to the back, so that's why you don't see him at the front of the field.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Close they can be. Well, these are just perfect scenarios. If you were close on fuel, you get to run 1 lap, run 4 or 5 more caution laps. It puts you in within your window. I have to wonder the 7, like what they're thinking now with the way these cautions are falling.
That was about a 46-second green flag run.
And for somebody like Brandon Jones, who pitted early, kind of in this cycle, they were going to be close. Also, this helps them as well.
But Jones has lost his track position already. The way that was going to work out if he could have the track position, but you know, guys like Creed and Chastain, they're already cycled ahead of him. So you know, he's on a little older tires, and he's lost a little bit of that track position. So not in the position that they want to be in, or we thought they were going to be in. The way the cautions have fallen. He really lost his momentum there on the restart, just got sort of swamped, pushed to the outside, a little higher than he wanted to be, and you lose that gain of having the track position that you had. Yeah, the one thing, you know, is I was saying with when Allgaier stayed out earlier, is you kind of want to be with the masses. You don't want to be on your own island, and they were in that position initially, but now they you know, Sam Mayer and Allgaier, they kind of went against the field. And, you know, from our perspective up here, I just don't see this being a place that you're going to be able to drive through the field in a limited amount of laps. So this was an odd moment here that caused the yellow. That's Jesse Love. He's 60 laps down. Remember, had the transmission issue. Goes to the bottom there, into one on the restart. Locks up the left front. Gets into the side there of Carson Ware. Spins him out.
Tyler Tomasi there in the 53 doing a nice job to avoid the 47, careening out of control into turn 1 there. Anthony Alfredo going to get the free pass on this yellow. That spin earlier in the flat tire. So put your crew chief hat on then here. When do you pit if you're Allgaier or Mayer or one of those guys that stayed out? Well, tell you what, we're going to save your expert opinion and hear from the actual expert. Let's get Andrew Overstreet's thoughts. He calls the shots for Justin Allgaier, and he's with Chris.
Yeah, heck of a strategy call. So let's find out. Okay, so when do you pit? You opted to stay out there. At what point is kind of the go time here to hit pit road?
I feel like if we can get another 20, 25 laps on the tires, it'll be right for us. Justin knows that we have an amazing precision build Ranch Chevrolet, and we don't want to come too early and then have someone else get us at the end because I got pressure tires. So I trust my driver to make that call, and I was good either way. So we'll just get out here and try to make the most of it. It's just great to see that we're having a good day at Brant. I know that this group's had tough days the last couple of years here, so try to finish it off for them.
It's Andrew Overstreet, crew chief for Justin Allgaier. You heard it, about 20 to 25 more laps, and they really liked the fire-off speed, the refire on the cycle of tires. It's proved dividends already.
Smoke weed every day.
It's on here for another 20 to 25.
Well, I love Andrew's optimism, and I hope we get a caution in 20 or 25 laps so we can watch the 7.
Smoke weed every day.
Field. And from our perspective up here, the lap time fall-off hasn't been there to be able to work your way through that many cars, but it'll be fun for us to get to watch if that's the case.
Well, and the problem is if you don't get it yellow, you're really in trouble.
Well, I know Andrew really well. Worked with him for many years. He was an engineer of mine, crew chief for me one time. And I'd say, you know, it's uncharacteristic.
Red Sox came in the bottom of the ninth. Yeah, there's one out. They're down by 5 runs.
Let's go Red Sox! Let's go Red Sox! Let's go Red Sox! They were willing to take this risk, and I think Justin said it best. They're playing house's money.
Adley Rutschman also started his rehab assignment in Worcester today.
Right now, he is the highest running driver.
So we should be seeing him very soon on the Major League team.
Is fuel a concern? Let's take a listen.
Children, just let you know where we're at here. We're on our number. We're a little bit to the good, so anything you save here for us will save us. Will just help us for green white checkers.
That radio communication presented by Starkey. They're one of the teams with the Hendrick engine. So
Adley Rutschman,
giving him the lowdown there that,
the first few years of his career, he looked like he was going to be a Hall of Famer. But kind of slowed down a bit the last few years.
That guy, he just makes me feel upbeat every time I hear him.
So many great personalities in this garage, and he is one of them, no doubt. Always enjoyed catching up with JT during the race weekend.
I like the position they're in right now. Absolutely. Enough fuel to make it to the end. They have the best tires, and they can make it to the end.
That.
So Double Zero's done a great job putting themselves in a position to be able to win this thing.
Then to look at Carson Quapple.
To make a long fucking story short, I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
It's the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. That's why they want to put the spotlight on crew members that are essential to a race team's success. For more, let's hear from Chris again.
And Dylan, let's put the spotlight on front tire changer Ryan Mulder for this JRM team from nearby Sioux Center, Iowa. His auto racing pedigree has certainly been nurtured on the dirt tracks. It's fitting because you can't go really too far in Iowa without hitting a dirt track these days. Ryan and his family were staples at places like Houston Speedway in Brandon, South Dakota, Rock Rapids Speedway in Iowa, and Park Jefferson Speedway. His mom was actually the first female, Laura, to win a feature in Houston. There she is right there when Ryan was only 7 years old. His dad, Darlo, also owns a auto shop in downtown Sioux Center. That's where Ryan got his passion for auto mechanics. He moved to Charlotte, got in touch with teams in the K&N series, worked his way up to SHR, and here he is now pitting for JRM. And boy, talk about two worlds colliding, because just 30 minutes south at Knoxville, we got the Knoxville Nationals going on. So Ryan getting the spotlight here today with our O'Reilly Auto Parts Pit Crew Spotlight.
Good stuff, Chris, and racing family. So he gets it honest for sure. Awesome to have him down there on the pit lane, crewing for Carson Quapple.
Getting ready for this restart from Newton, Iowa, Iowa Speedway. Very fun racetrack.
What is the number one question you've probably got a lot of your life? How do you get involved in motorsports? How do you get there? Well, we get to find out every time we do that with these awesome crew members.
Yeah, always enjoy those features for sure. Go back to green with 77 to go. Justin Allgaier, Sam Mayer, Nick Sanchez, and Jeff Burton. The 4 fighters remaining at the front here that have not made their
pace cars coming off.
Sheldon Creed there lining up on the inside of row number 3. The first one with new tires, and heard the radio with JT. He's good
The restart zone back green.
Field back into the Poet restart zone. Back to green at Iowa. Allgaier and Mayer.
Restart by Sam Mayer, probably the best we've seen on the inside. Staying side by side, Justin, although Allgaier's got the run, the momentum on the top side.
Allgaier with the lead over Sam Mayer. Sam Mayer's the only driver in this field that's ever won at this track. Caution. Oh, jeez. LeVar Scott backs into the wall. That was a 29-second green flag run. So now we're getting caution fever.
It's not surprising in the chaos of the pack.
Caution fever.
As you were looking ahead, I saw that out of the corner of my eye. A car suddenly going in the wrong trajectory towards the outside wall.
And that was at the back of that group that Retzloff was at the front of. And when he had that moment, everybody got stacked up there. And it ultimately accordioned all the way back to LeVar.
You know what I can't help but think as I watched the restart there, and we'll take a look real quick at LeVar Scott's gonna come in. Oh, he's already.
Ryan Sieg does have the fastest lap this race.
There. You have to think there's probably a little bit of contact to get him around that early in the corner. Maybe he checked up.
Got the second most laps, just at Allgaier with the most laps.
It was Sammy Smith that was behind him.
Ryan Ellis getting a piece of it there. We'll go on board with him.
I think we'll find the culprit right there. A little bit of contact. Tight racing on these restarts.
Cautions are breeding cautions. Hell yeah.
Ellis able to drive away. Scott gets the worst.
And you have to think Sammy Smith is probably a little frustrated trying to drive back to the field after the penalty on pit road. So he's not really giving any. Let's take a listen to Justin Allgaier's radio.
If I had known we were going to wreck every 2 laps, I probably would have pitted earlier. Yeah.
The fuck?
Hindsight's always 20/20, isn't it?
Then that's what I was. So what I was going to say is, we're going to get a good idea of the difference. Because there's 25 or 30 laps difference in what Creed has for tires versus Allgaier. If he's able to drive right by Justin here, that would give you, a little more hope. But if not, I just think it's going to be tough for the 7 to come from the back.
Yeah, you'd like some green flag laps here.
A bunch of them.
Yeah, pits are open there. You'd like some green flag laps so these guys that have newer tires wear their stuff out a little bit. So when you do put those tires on, your advantage of that is that much bigger. So, a lot to unpack still here in Iowa under caution again.
I've doubted myself more times than I can count. Heard every opinion. Read every headline. But when you're surrounded by the right people, you learn it's about more than just racing. It's about why you're racing. Who you're racing for. And when you realize that, you take control of your story. How many hot laps eat a hood hot enough to sizzle an egg sunny side up? Lap 1. Lap 2. Lap 3. Looks like we're cooking. Draza, the official olive oil of NASCAR.
Bipolar 1 can overwhelm your mind. Sometimes depressive lows and unpredictable highs can make it hard to get out of your head. Finding relief may help you break through. Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar treats depressive, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Proven full-spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms.
Not for elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, sleepiness, nausea, vomiting, and indigestion are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar. Breaking through to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
At Olive Garden, we're all about more craveable classics and more made-from-scratch sauces. Which begs the question, what could possibly be next?
How about delivery?
Olive Garden now delivers, and for a limited time, delivery is free. Only at olivegarden.com.
NASCAR's most thrilling stretch lives on USA, and at these speeds, don't blink. Only 4 races left before the historic return of the chase.
Incredible!
The pressure, the stakes, the adrenaline. and it all kicks into high gear at Iowa.
Whoa! Did you ever think you would see that?
NASCAR heads to Iowa Sunday, live on USA.
College football is back on the CW. It all kicks off Saturday, August 29th. New Mexico State in Tallahassee to take on Florida State. Don't miss the return of CW College football Saturday, August 29th, 6:30 p.m. Eastern on the CW and streaming live on the ESPN app. Coming to Green, Allgaier and Mayer out front again.
And no matter when they do get to Pitt, I think we're getting a great example of how tough it's going to be for Justin Allgaier and Sam Mayer to drive back to this field. Think of the subsequent restarts we've had here with Jim Burton, Nick Sanchez, Patrick Star-Boy. These are
going back green.
Top 15 on older tires who have not been passed. This is going to be a tall task for the 7 to 41.
Back green, 71 laps to go.
Outside lane as the race leader. Back to green with 71 to go.
Show me you boobies.
Looking for an opening.
Oh, he tried to go in the middle, though. He's going to get the whole field on the bottom right there. Puts Creed in a really vulnerable position. Actually going to lose a position right here off turn 2.
It's Ross Chastain in the 9 on the inside of Creed, racing for the 4th spot.
Gosh, you saw Ross rush the throttle right there to get in front of Creed.
Sam Mayer battling Allgaier for the lead.
Mayer going to work on Allgaier for the race lead here.
Creed's going even further back on the track. Off the bumper of Nick Sanchez.
Yeah, they're bullying him out of the top 5 here. In danger of losing 2 more. Austin Hill, Brandon Jones driving it in there hard.
Well, that's put Ross Chastain in the best position of the guys that have pitted. He's in 4th position right now and has enough fuel to make it to the end.
Oh, trouble!
Got a crash, potentially on the
Caution.
There's the caution. There it is.
Caution is out.
Long stop for the 92, driven by Mason Maggio.
Mason, I think, was the...
Get the other tires up here, guys. We're going to put them off.
Yeah, you're going to need a set.
Yeah, definitely need a left rear. The 48 of Patrick Star-Poli got turned down the front stretch.
Mason Maggio.
Into Mason, and it looked like
Patrick
was
Star-Poli.
going to end up heading into the infield, but didn't actually.
Yeah, caution fest.
And it just hooked Maggio, who...
That was about a minute and 2-second green flag run.
The body on that when it starts to come apart.
Yeah, that left rear gone, the right rear.
Well, he slid about 3/4 of a mile, about the whole front stretch.
Yeah,
unfortunately, he didn't.
The Red Sox did lose,
pretty
which
remarkable
sucks.
job. Had a couple of those that maybe should have been much bigger crashes that have somehow turned into just single car incidents. We've had 9 cautions in each of the last 2 Iowa races. Here's a look at it.
Yeah, so there's 48 right there. Brendan, there's a checkup off behind Retzloff. He gets... Brendan Poole runs to the back of the 48 and
Maggio slides forever. They were ranked 21st and 22nd.
Saves the car.
He's
but
lucky he
destroys
didn't just get hooked into the outside wall. That could have been a massive impact.
And that's such a horrible feeling when you're Mason Maggio there. You get right reared like that. It's just out of nowhere. Sometimes you maybe have an indication of the corner of your eye that there's you see the color of a car coming towards you. So you see Patrick Star-Poli on pit road right there, that left front damage.
Let's check back in on the 7, the race leader. Here's some team radio.
I don't know. I'm frustrated because I thought it was going to go green like it had been. So I'm aggravated at that, but I can't control it. So it's up to you. Whatever you think we need to do right here. I'll get through if we pit now. I'll get through if we pit later. Let's go ahead. Come down.
Let me ask you something. We heard the 17 reference earlier, like we're playing with house money. Yep. I feel like in that position, you actually pit on the front side and gamble on the fuel and take a chance, right? Mm-hmm. And it's almost like the opposite has happened here. And there's frustration on the radio, but I feel like when you're in the position they're in is when you actually gamble on fuel and take a chance.
I feel like this was an uncharacteristic call for Andrew Overstreet. I feel like, Justin, we heard it on the radio, Justin really led this in terms of them staying out the way they did. I think of Andrew as someone who's more sort of stayed to the well-beaten path of following what everyone else is doing and say, hey, we've got the best car. We don't need to beat them on strategy. We can beat them straight up on speed or stretching fuel if there's a lot of caution laps. Yeah, this was an odd call, and they're definitely going to have to sort of lick their wound here because he's going to go way back and have to work his way through this field when they do eventually pit.
It's so frustrating for the 7 because for years we've watched him dominate races and the strategy or the calls have cost the 7 a lot of race wins, even though they're able, I mean, every week they're a contender to win, but it just seems like it's going to bite them one more time today.
Free pass in this yellow will be Derek Lemke, the 91 car. The other DGM car in the field. And we'll expect the front runners, at least those that haven't pitted, here on pit road in a matter of moments. We'll see how much of a difference new tires make. With 65 laps to go this time by, Jeb Burton stayed out. Allgaier and Mayer and Sanchez, the other 3 at the front, decide to come down and take their tires and make their final stop of the day. Let's check in with Chris Wilner.
Yeah, Dylan, you heard it from the radio chatter with Andrew Overstreet and Justin Allgaier just saying we might as well come down now. Justin's still confident in his ability to drive through the field. He said, you know what, I need more time maybe to do so. So let's come now at the split point here in this final stage. So before Goodyear Tires, Sunoco Fuel said the car's still really good, and now they're going to have enough fuel for a green-white checkered scenario. On the right side of your screen, Sam Mayer also in, last pitted on lap 125 with Allgaier. They also, too, feel like the car is really good. Maybe a slight air pressure adjustment. He's down and away as Sam Mayer goes back on the offense. Again, hanging around here at the end, trying to go for 3 in a row. But, boy, both these cars can have to come from deep in the field.
Yeah, and one positive, as Chris said there, if you do get in a situation where there's some guys that are having to save or be conscious of their fuel number, not going to be the case for the 7 and the 41 and the 87 that just came down and made their stops right there. So it's not over with 65 to go, but certainly some different strategies and different approaches, including this strategy taken by the 2017 Kim.
Yeah, and I thought they were on the same strategy as the 7 and the 41. Doesn't quite sound like it. Obviously, they did not come down like those other 2 cars. Take a listen, though, to the in-car audio between driver Jeb Burton and his crew chief, JC Umshine.
How close are we to making it? It's very close. Need you to max save here, and we need to keep going like it's going. It's very close. Within 3 caution laps of us making it all the way.
So as I understand that, guys, you heard that too. It sounds like if they get those 3 caution laps, they're going to try to connect their last stop on 125 to the end of the race at 250. That's 125 laps. Granted, there have been a number of those, a high number of those under caution.
Well, the good news for them is at the rate we're going, yeah, they're going to no problem fuel because we keep out all these cautions. But that is an incredibly long time to make it on fuel, considering some of these guys that pitted 35 laps later were still kind of concerned with being able to make it.
As we work our 9th caution of the day, with 64 to go, let's head to the CW garage and check in with Carla Metz.
Yeah, thanks, Dylan. Let's talk a little bit more about Brandon Jones. Has 10 top 10s in the last 13 races. That's more than any other driver in the field. Now, despite the consistency, he told me this week he still feels like they've fallen off as a group as far as getting those stage points and moving up in the standings. He said without the stage points, those top 10s, they just don't feel as nice. They were shooting for a big week, but so far just 3 stage points in this race. Still shooting for a top 10, though, which would still be good for a team. This 20 team, only 3 top 10s in the last 14 short track races.
Yeah, they could use a good run for sure. For some momentum, the choose underway. One of the cars that came down there was Parker Retzloff, had a penalty for too many crew members over the wall, so they'll drop just a couple more spots to the back of the line here.
All right.
So let's see where the 7 and the 41 came out here. The cars that
So
were...
lights are off of the pace car.
Let's keep going. Yeah, they're keep going. Still don't see them. There they are right there. So about a straightaway to make up here.
They're outside the top 20. It's essentially about 23rd, 24th. They last crossed the line. That is a lot of cars to pass. And we have not seen anyone really pass that many cars.
Yeah, now I don't know what you want. You want
right.
to bunch everybody up? You want
Pace cars off.
They either need yellows or they take massive advantage of red cars or they need a really long green flag.
And
well, we're all going to find out together what strategy.
back green here. 62 laps to go from Iowa Speedway in Newton, Iowa.
The control car from the outside lane gets the edge for now on Ross Chastain to the inside of turn 1.
Justin Allgaier all the way to the top 3 wide. He's going to pick up a bunch of spots towards the back as the battle for the lead continues.
That was productive for Allgaier.
Look at how much ground he's going to make up again.
Oh, geez.
Turns 3 and 4, a little check up there.
Jeb was shoved up.
Ross Chastain with the lead, my win pick.
Goes to the lead. Quapple to second. Ryan Seed challenging for third.
Allgaier all the way up to
That's the progress you need to make early and often. Get them while you can while they're bunched up here on the restarts. Message delivered for the driver of the 7.
Justin Allgaier gained 8 spots in the first lap. That's incredible.
Well, hey, and look, I have to imagine as the driver, when you make that decision, right, to stay out like they did, you've got to redeem yourself. Look at this, 4 wide. Sammy Smith on the charge back forward. Well, this St. Mayer there as well.
Problem for Allgaier right now is they're too wide in front of him, so there's nowhere to go. Even though you have a faster car, he needs those guys to get single file, whether it's on the bottom or the top, to give him the position he needs. If you see Sieg and Quaffle fighting, Sieg won stage 1, had a fast car, a bad pit stop. He's now put himself in a good position again.
That's the battle for second. Quaffle has it. Sieg wants it. Jeff Burton has settled out in the 4th spot here, but some fast cars behind him. It's Austin Hill, Brett Cruz.
Mason Rock Maggio.
And Jeff's got such a tall task here. He was, ran most of this race around the top 15. They get vaulted. Just doing the best.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
I'll tell you what, Cruz has not been afraid to stick his nose in the middle of some of these battles, and he has been physical all day long today.
You don't want to poke that bear, though. I'm telling you now.
Ooh, contact! Brett Cruz.
Got him 2 or 3 times there into 1 and 2.
Jeb Burton.
Jeb gets on the brakes and lets it go.
Jeb loses some spots there.
Brett's going to have to hope to get away.
Well, yeah, for sure, because Jeb won't appreciate what's happening right there. And
19.
Got one in the wall.
Oh, someone's in the wall.
Back in the pack it is.
Caution.
Caution's out for the 10th time.
I think that's good for Allgaier. Get him stacked back up again.
Corey Day
Passed 8 cars in that first
brings
lap,
out the
and then over
caution.
the next 4 or 5 laps is only able to get 1 more.
Day was running 15th. Got into the wall. I think
That was about a 2-minute and 25-second green flag run.
Went up and made it pretty hard
too.
contact, yeah, with the outside wall, and has come to a stop, which leads me to believe that that thing's not drivable.
You see the deck lid is actually knocked off.
Really hard hit. Awkward angle as well. The way that car went into the wall.
There you have it. Day over, it sounds like, for the 17. Maybe they're not down. So Allgaier had moved up, as we said, 9 spots on that restart. It's Sammy Smith on the inside of Day.
It's the top right of your screen, and that's just a really awkward angle.
It's almost like he was loose and whether he got hit and got loose, but had overcorrected. And well, I see that car shoot up the racetrack at that angle.
I think there was contact. It was where the 17 at Corrier was turning down, maybe anticipating being clear. Sammy put his nose there late, just contacted him the wrong way. When that car corrected to the right, you see Corey Day just go up into the wall at a really harsh angle. Good to see him up and walking out of that race car.
Yeah, the preferred groove here is to take this big wide arc into one, and you're just so vulnerable, especially on restarts of guys filling the, the shorter distance around the track, and looks like they just connected kind of,
It's an option to do that. You can do it. It's just you put yourself and that outside car in an awkward position. Let's take a look at Justin Allgaier here on that restart. It's going to the top side, 3 wide. I didn't think this was an option, but it worked for him. You see everyone get checked up down there? He just goes to the top and says, see y'all later.
Restarted 22nd, and he'll restart now in 13th. Pretty good progress in a couple of laps.
Well, he got almost every one of those cars in 300 feet. Like Al checked up, as you mentioned, he had the momentum on the outside because Mayer in the 41, you see 6 or 8 cars behind him was actually in front of him on that restart, but got bottled up in the middle of that.
Here's Jeff Burton in for his final stop, Kim.
Yeah, pivoting from that strategy we heard on the radio of trying to make it to the end of the race on their fuel after losing the track position. Remember, restarting the lead all the way down to 8 before they came down pit road. They will put fresh tires on it. Loose has been the complaint all race long. Jeff saying it's a little bit better, but still need more rear security.
Well, Jeff's just got to put it in the outside lane and do adjusting.
Yes. It's been shown what to do.
Yep.
You just have to go pull it off. I will be curious if Justin can do that as he's further up in the field. That was a lot of checkups and.
Or if he takes the outside again. Does he want to be in the outside to try to do that same move?
Well, I think he has to.
It's really his best option.
10th caution of the day, and it involves the 17 car of Corey Day. Hard contact here in turn 1 and 2. Glad to see him climb out of that car under his own power.
For Jim, life's big moments happen in seconds, like falling in love with Abby in as little as 2 seconds, or proposing to her in 78 seconds. Then Jim had the hardest conversation of his life in 100 seconds when he learned that he had cancer. Because life's big moments add up in seconds, Jim and his doctor chose Opdivo Qvantig for its administration time, an injectable immunotherapy given in as little as 180 seconds. It may be used alone in adults to treat melanoma, a type of skin cancer that is spread or can be removed by surgery, and is approved for many other cancers. Opdivo Qvantig can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation, Opdivo Qvantig can harm your unborn baby. Because every second counts. Opdivo Qvantig.
We found a trustworthy pro in Angie who put so much care into our kitchen. He treated it like it was his baby. So when we needed a godfather for our baby, I couldn't trust anyone else. I do kitchens.
Angie, the one you trust to find the ones you trust.
We know why you've put off your best smile. The time, the cost, the anxiety. That's why Aspen Dental is changing how dentistry is done, with technology to make care comfortable, and flexible hours to fit your life, all at an affordable price. New patients without insurance get an exam and x-rays for just $29. Not waiting for tomorrow. That's the Aspen Dental difference. Aspen Dental. It's time to smile again.
The fastest growing network in all of television is News Nation. News Nation respects all Americans and is news for all Americans. To find News Nation on your screen, go to newsnationnow.com. Back with you here at Iowa, 52 to go. Working our 10th caution of the afternoon. Take a look back at what put us under yellow here.
Yeah, we have another angle here that sort of shows the definite contact between the 8 and the 17 right there down into 1.
Wasn't exactly what we thought happened. It looked to me like the 8 got a little aggressive on his entry right there with the 17, and the angle that the 17 hits the wall, that's huge impact.
It was more rear bumper to front bumper as opposed to, we thought, more be right front quarter panel to left rear quarter panel. Definitely Sammy Smith got the back of Corey Day there into 1.
Corey gets a early start on his trip down the road to race the sprint car tonight at Knoxville. Not the way he wanted to end today, though, at the big track. Chris?
Yeah, Carson Kvapil back in the mix. Curious as we listen to the radio chatter with he and TJ Majors about the choose here on this restart. Take a listen.
I think you can race the Saturn to 1, so my gut tell me P4 from the top. I feel like I'm in the place I'd rather be 2, tucked up behind him. Yeah, I think if you can get through 2 up there behind him, I think you're in a good spot to race him again.
Yeah, Kvapil second on the leaderboard and chooses outside of row 2 here, so lined up behind race leader.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, watch the 39.
Back green.
He had a great restart last time, and his cars worked really well around the bottom. They don't put him 3 wide down here.
Really good restart.
Yeah. See if he can get it to hook the bottom. He did last time. Really good job by Ryan Sieg right here.
Sieg won stage 1, led every lap. Trying to get back to the front here, racing Ross Chastain in the 9, Austin Hill to the inside of Carson Kvapil behind him for 3rd.
Oh, Sieg pitched his entry off just a little bit into 3. Sieg still in good position. Can he get a little side draft here from Ross, who's preferring to run that little bit higher line?
Carson Kvapil to your right there, if you're Ryan Sieg, that'd be
Ross Chastain's leading.
For the lead. Outside lane prevails again. Chastain goes back.
I said Ross Chastain was going to win.
Yep. Kvapil dials up the inside lane out of 4.
Sieg's got a great car today. Car looks very stable.
Keeping an eye on Justin Allgaier's progress right at the screen as well. Remember, pitted after the leaders did. He's up to the 11th spot.
He had a big amount of momentum there on the outside to the right rear of Ross Chastain. That was a great run for Ryan Sieg. He's finished second 5 times, won his first turn pole today. You know how bad he's wanted to win. He's going to have to get by a cup driver to get back to the control of this race.
And he's quicker, whether it's on the bottom or the top. And we've watched Ross have to search around. I think in Ross's mind, though, I'll give you the inside because I know I can race you much harder having the momentum on the outside. If I'm Sieg, I'd rather get to the right rear quarter, but it just seems like whatever line the 9 runs, the 39 just has more speed through the middle of the corner.
Top 4 all right there together in your picture. Sheldon Creed at the back of this train.
Sieg's got such a tough battle, though, because it's not just trying to pass the 9. It's how do I manage to keep these 3 cars lined up behind me as well. Chastain's hoping he can do just enough blocking to get them side by side, buy him just a little bit of time.
It's a mix of offense and defense. You have to pull right here because look, as he goes to look lower on Ross Chastain, that gives an open lane to Carson Kwapu, who slips up off of 4. Sheldon Creed gets beside him down into 1.
But that buys Sieg a couple of lap or 2 here. He can try something now. He can maybe go to the inside because if you have 1 or 2 bad laps, you're not going to get used up by the guys behind you. I think for Sieg, though, it's got to be keep showing Ross, I'm going to run low, I'm going to run low.
Here comes Ryan Sieg. Side by side with Ross Chastain for the lead. I think Ross led that lap.
Outside lane has been preferred. Does he have enough momentum to clear him or slide across his nose? Not quite. Chastain back to the throttle. Still side by side for the lead.
Yeah, don't pitch your entry off here. I feel like on that restart, he drove in just a little shallow and it made him tight through the middle. He's out of the throttle there.
You got to have the positive momentum here with the side draft. You see he puts his right foot
though right here.
Yep. Not quite close enough.
Chastain squeezes him a little bit, but washes up ever so slightly, but he's able to clear him and get back to the front.
Ross is kind of rushing the throttle there through the middle, just trying to lunge a little bit ahead. Sieg can kind of regroup here. I'd love to see him do a little fake out though. Like I've shown you the bottom twice. Get Ross on the defense a little low and then try to get to that right rear quarter.
Hard part for Sieg here is just not having enough racetrack to build that arc into turn number 1. Makes it so tough to keep your momentum built up at that end of the racetrack.
He's so much quicker right now, though, than what Ross can run. Because every time he loses a little ground, he can run him back down in about 1 set of corners.
Yeah, the key is to run here off of 4. He can get that positive momentum once again. Maybe pack some air on that left rear of Ross Chastain and just get him out of the throttle so he can get even more of a run into 1. And so you've seen a lot of passes made today.
Right at the screen, Cruz and Allgaier are linked up. They're up to 7th and 8th.
See what Sieg can do here. He's right on his bumper. Gonna try to enter just a little higher, then turn down. Try to exit a little straighter. So much more grip. This lap car could play a role in this. Where's the lap car go?
Gets out of the way. Good job by Mason Maggio there.
Chastain back to the middle. Sieg got to the left rear quarter panel again, but
Sieg's gonna have to do it soon. Yeah. You see the 1 car starting to catch him behind. You're gonna have a different race on your hands. I know he's doing everything he can, but laps are winding down, and gosh, if he could just get him cleared.
39 to go. Time to go for the 39.
As you run right behind Ross Chastain here, it's just overheating things within that race car. Your tires are working that car harder than he is in the clean air. You've got to get these passes done quickly. You're going to pay the price. You're seeing him fall back a little bit right now. Could just be sort of taking a breather and making another run at it.
While these 2 battle, let's check in down in the pit lane with Kim.
Honestly, my Snapchat is pretty fun. You guys should follow me on Snapchat. I'll post the...
I haven't seen a replay or...
That's my username.
Yeah, I mean, I got shipped. I don't even know what I did to do to deserve that. I never raced around the guy all day, so yeah, I don't know. Nothing good to say.
Thanks, Corey.
Good to see him out of the care center.
Sometimes less is more.
It is.
Yeah, that was a great scenario of that.
Good choice.
That's right.
Back up front, top 3. On the screen here, Chastain, Sieg, Kwapu.
Man, they've leveled out. Sieg's kind of lost the advantage that he had. Gonna have to search around, see if he can find some grip. It seems like Chastain's car started to come to him. The lap times just a little bit quicker every single lap.
These 3 have driven away from Sheldon Creed, who is hanging in that 4th spot. He, in turn, has pulled away from Austin Hill, who rides in 5th. Good day going for Jeremy Clements as well in 6th. throttle with Sound Gear. Wherever sound is a problem, Sound Gear has the solution. Scan the QR code to learn more at soundgear.com. Good stuff there out the back of William Sawalich. Looking at Sam Mayer, racing for 11th and 12th. This is the race between Junior Motorsports teammates Justin Allgaier in 7th, Roger Gruth in 8th. Allgaier's gotten around Brent Cruz. Saw a few laps ago they were linked up.
These nuts. Got him. Got him.
Give him another restarter, more than one restart. Fastest car on the track, though. Bass Pro Shop Chevy, you see in third right there, the winner from Indy. Carson Kvapil again, rising to the occasion late in the race.
Boy, what a freeing moment that was for him, just to get that wind monkey off his back. Sometimes they come in droves after that. Once you get that first one checked off, good spot to be in for the one here.
First one's the hardest. All three of them running a little bit of a different line right here. It's like Ross kind of running the highest. Everyone's just trying to get a little bit of clean air on the nose, trying to find grip. Carson, see on the left, able to run just a little lower. They can run quicker entry through the middle, but just kills the exit slow all the way down the straightaway. Ross, if he can just, if he stays in that kind of split.
He's able to pass today.
Just kills those guys. They can't
like all the lead changes that really happen on the cautions.
I gotta think that the lap car is what's gonna have to.
He got close to him.
No.
But
now Ryan Sieg being battled by Carson Kvapil for second. Here comes Carson Kvapil.
Kvapil's there to capitalize. We're gonna try to. Race for second.
Sieg's able to hang on right there.
Ross is loving it.
Yeah, you two right side.
Drive away.
I couldn't tell what checked up Ross so much. It looked to me like he was just rolling the bottom and just out of nowhere.
Sieg trying to get clear. Kvapil down the back straightaway. He will. But they were a half second off, so in the lead.
Gotta have them ribs. And pussy too. Yep.
Actually, the fastest car on the track last time by as we get a look at. They know what caused him to check up. But that jumble was huge because he exited the corner and then those guys, the timing of that just did not work out for them.
Because Tomasi in the 53 was up there, and I think Ross was a lot unsure maybe of what lane he was going to be in, so he sort of went in towards the top, ended up checking up and diamonding the corner a little bit, which caught Ryan Sieg off guard.
Fastest car last time by Ryan Sieg. You said it, Dylan. See how quick he can run him down. Kvapil's able to stay with him. Their lap times are all pretty close.
Oh, Jeremy Clements, we just talked about him running 6th. And another heartbreaking day, heartbreaking finish after what has been a really strong day. Had one of those going in Indianapolis 2 weeks ago. Battery issue that sidelined them. And another tough break for them here with 26 to go.
He had a flat tire the way it was wiggling around, but they all appear to be aired up. I think we came to pit road.
Yeah. I thought maybe an issue towards the rear. Yeah,
you're there.
I thought there was maybe more of a suspension issue.
25 laps to go.
Is making some progress here. He's up to 6th. Austin Hill's in 5th. That's Sheldon Creed just ahead in 4th.
Yeah, but he's got 3 seconds to make up. Without a caution, I just don't see any way the 7's going to get. He might get back to the top 5, but not back to race him for a win. But if we get a caution, we've seen how.
I don't know if Ryan Sieg's going to catch Tross. Because nobody's really been able to pass anyone for the lead today.
He can't waste any time. Every position, every car.
Passing's been hard today.
He's got to go. racing Austin Hill for 5th right now, Chris.
The good battle is Justin.
Unless you're like really good.
Through the field, now up to the top 5, and talking to
Unless you're Justin Allgaier.
He said walking into Iowa just feels different this year. I've struggled the last 2 years, but something about today feels different. I don't know what it is, but we've got a really good race car, and I feel like I'll have the best car today.
Looks like Justin Allgaier's coming. Yeah, he does look like he's tracking them down.
Sky becoming overcast as the sun dips behind the front straightaway. So this is playing into Justin Allgaier's hands as the track continues to get grip. This is really going to Justin Allgaier's favor as far as the handling. But does he have enough time? We'll find out.
It's interesting. I talked to Andrew Overstreet this week too. He said, "We just want to tell Justin this week, let's come in here with an open mind and try to learn and get better
just
here and
passed
see what
Sieg.
happens." So they tried some different things today, but
Yeah.
Cooper's been quick.
And his teammate
So Sieg to 3rd.
Ryan Siegs, we're watching Justin Allgaier there to 2nd.
Maybe we'll get another caution. Something crazy will happen.
The second got by Sieg. 10th quicker than the
I
leader.
mean, Sieg's been doing this for,
3 seconds back, so he's gonna have to put together
you know,
some really good laps
half
to
my
get
life.
through that traffic.
You know?
And that's just what I was going to say.
24 years old.
Chastain is getting very close to
He's been in the
catching some
O'Reilly
serious
series for over half
traffic
my
here.
life. And he does not have a single win yet.
The 1 and the 7 of Allgaier on the charge forward.
If these lap cars give the 9 the outside, it's not.
You gotta imagine he's getting pretty impatient. He's been close too.
That preferred line in the outside and giving the leaders the bottom. 1 lap is all it takes for Quapple to catch him.
One time he was extremely
Race for
close.
4th here. Creed has it. Allgaier wants it in the 7. 20 to go for the race leader Chastain. 19 to go as he crosses the line there.
I wouldn't blame him. Just if there's a restart, just ship it in. I don't even care if it fucking kills you and everyone. At least you tried. Dude, if I was a race car driver for 12 years and I'd been so close so many times and never won a race, I would be the biggest asshole.
Has 2 lappers on that lap. Both of them forced him to the bottom, like you were saying. So if that continues to happen, it's exactly what Carson Quapple needs to make a run at Ross.
Allgaier forced to fall back in line here behind the 0-0.
You can see that pass on the bottom so hard. Allgaier's car's turning really well. A little bit loose right there on exit. Just can't get the speed, the momentum you need. Continues that 92 is a little bit of a pick right here. He was.
Allgaier to 4th. 17 to go. There's the race leader Chastain. There's 2nd. There's 3rd. And here's Allgaier in 4th.
Allgaier's made a heck of a run at it. I don't think he's going to have enough pace to be able to run down those guys in front.
Yeah, I don't think Allgaier's gonna catch him.
When he's been in clean air, he's really only been about a 10
If there's a
faster
caution,
than
this
he
shit
should.
gets
That's just
crazy.
Not enough time with a 3.5-second gap to make that up to catch these leaders. This is really a battle right now between Carson Quapple and Ross Chastain and the impending lap traffic ahead of Ross. Right there, you see it by side, and with more ahead of that as well.
Ross will be screaming on the radio to the spotters. Oh, you see they're going to get side by side again. Garrett Smithy on the bottom.
Nathan Bird, the other lap car there, the 42.
See how much that slows up Ross on this lap. Smithy gets out of the way. Another 1/10 of a second. The 1 was able to run him down. 8/10 of a second now is the gap.
Quapple's been better these few laps.
Every lap. Of course, he's going to have to deal with some of this lap traffic now, but Carson's been running just a little bit higher than the 9. As he comes into the screen right here, his left front's basically been on that seam on both ends. Just getting a massive run on the exit.
Oh boy, that was close for Chastain. Gets to the inside of Nathan Bird there.
Nathan Bird stays there, though. See how much Carson can make up.
A little bit of separation for Chastain here, working back to 13 to go.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
How you doing, Jaden?
Right of the screen, Brett Cruz on the move. Disposing of Austin Hill. That's the race for 6th.
Oh, 42 held him up just a little bit. Going to hurt his exit. The corner right here, but even with
Jaden has joined the stream.
Definitely just got more speed. You see Ross has even moved to the bottom, even in clean air right there. Maybe searching a little bit, realizing the 1 is a little
Doing good, ready for an awesome Iowa finish.
Yep. Traffic again. 3-4 cars right in front of Chastain. See those guys?
What did you do today, Jaden?
20 car lengths ahead of him.
Allgaier not done yet. Racing Ryan Sieg for third. Coming to 11 laps to go. Junior Motorsports 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time we raced at Indianapolis, looking for a potential 1, 2, 3 here. If Allgaier is able to get by Sieg.
That just shows you how far Ryan Sieg has fallen off his road. Justin gets really loose down into one. Obviously pushing as hard as he can.
Good save. Not take both of them out there. And he'll reload here back into 3.
Carson's adjusted his line. He was running that first seam. This went all the way to the bottom where we see Chastain running as well. Found a little bit of lap time again.
Wait, so you were just watching the race, but you didn't join for like 2 hours?
The fastest lap we've seen.
Bruh.
Look back at this slide here by Justin. Ryan's pinching a little bit. Justin tried to overspeed the entry of the corner. They met there in the middle.
Got a good run
And
here.
Allgaier is going to get around Sieg
Here with the favorable line
for
at the
third.
exit 4 and down the front stretch.
So Ryan Sieg started on pole today. Looked like his really best shot to win a race.
Look right in front of Ross.
One of the best shots in his career.
1, 2, 3, 4 cars
You know,
right in front of him. This is definitely
rough day for him, but
gonna hold him up. Allow
my win pick, Ross Chastain, is leading.
Just a lap faster the last lap. Yeah, look how close he is.
That's
And
pretty
this
cool.
This has been holding Ross up for multiple laps, and it's going to continue. He's taking kind of the preferred line. Oh, it's going to hurt the exit right here. Carson's going to get massive run down the backstretch. Oh, Ross is not able to actually get beside. Frustration for sure inside his car.
6.5 tenths was the gap last time across the line. Looks less than that as they work more laps with 7 to go.
2 tenths again. Carson was able to make up. Now he's gonna have to deal with this lap car now as well. But normally lap cars don't race the second place guy near as hard as they do the leader.
Well, if you're Carson, you just have to be methodical here. Don't overdo it. You have the speed right now. You are catching him. He knows that. He's feeling that for Ross Chastain. So for Carson, you don't want to overstep it. Don't push too hard. Know the amount of laps you have left. You're going to get to his rear bumper most likely with the speed advantage you have right now.
Blake Perkins there in the 31.
Yeah,
Gives
Blaine-
Quapple the bottom.
Blaine got really loose down 3 and 4 last time and shot up the racetrack. I feel like Carson made up as much ground as I thought he was going to, but we still have more lap traffic in front of these guys. It just takes one bad corner, as we saw earlier, to check out that leader. Gosh, you gotta hurt those lap cars to get out of the way. It's so close to the end. Let these guys go race.
Battle for the top 5 right of the screen.
Caution! Oh my God!
Jeff Burton with a
Caution is out
like this.
with 5 to go. Holy shit!
Oh, this restart.
Jeb Burton brings out the caution.
The choose too. If you're Quapple, it's hard to give up the front row, but that outside has been better. Does that then give Allgaier the option to take the inside of the front row?
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
On the bottom, do you do the 3 wide?
Absolutely you do.
We've seen, of course you do. So most likely going to be put 3 wide.
Caution for Jeb Burton.
11th caution
Oh,
today.
brother, this guy stinks!
At the time of this spin. That's Eddie DeHaan, the spotter. He's always good for a pump-up speech or two.
This is what Jeb Burton fans sound like when they're trying to fucking defend Jeb Burton.
He was the best guy around. What about the people he murdered? What murder?
Well, this is going to be very compelling. See who chooses where here.
You chose compelling. I thought chaotic.
Well, that works too.
Maybe both.
Does Jeb Burton low-key suck?
Yep.
Do I still like him though?
Yep.
Contact, it looks like from the 48.
Is he ever gonna win a race again?
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Cuts that left rear tire. Ooh, Jeb does a nice job saving that.
Tell you what, we've had several incidents today that could have been a lot worse than they ended up being. This one,
You can see a few water bottles that people threw out.
They left a water bottle back there.
About
Back
12 of them.
stretch. Yeah,
Looks like
or a beer can or something back there too.
Normally when you dispose of that, you chuck it out the window after the pit stop.
I saw your Kevin Owens comment, Rafa, and yeah, that was awesome to watch.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Like he drew it up. There's Philip Bell who calls the shots for Ross Chastain in the 9.
He's like, really?
Yeah, really. And I'll tell you, Philip last year was a crew chief for Sammy Smith and made a really gutsy strategy call that almost worked. They had a bad yellow that was just frankly bad luck that kind of upset potentially a really, really good strategy call. And they may see another one here that looked like it was in the bag that they're going to have to work extra hard for here on this 9 car.
And I don't think fuel's an issue, but when you get the overtimes and you're kind of
Well, that depends. Can you go fuck yourself?
Does it fire on the initial start? Like, do you get the box full? In the fuel cell, you'll see these guys swerving back and forth, just trying to load the fuel cell up so that the car will accelerate. That's a problem with these O'Reilly.
So we are going to overtime here.
Fuel line, but if you don't get that the right side of the fuel cell as you're coming to the restart, it can get an air pocket in that fuel line. The engine will
Finger in your cockhole, baby. Me put my finger in your cockhole, baby.
From the record, which was set in the inaugural race here in Iowa back in 2009, that's 12, so we're 1 away from the record. Let's check back in with Carla.
Thanks, Dylan. Well, we know 5 of the last 24 races have been won by a first-time winner, but none maybe as emotional as Carson Kvapil's first career win at Indy 2 weeks ago. He told me this one was a long time coming and one that came with an immense amount of pressure as it concerned his future. He said, "I'm not a guy that cries, but this one got me." He mentioned that emotion we saw from owner Dale Jr. and gave great insight, saying he's not just my boss. I've known him for 5 years. We play video games, do late model racing. I look at him as one of my best friends. It feels like I'm not driving for a team owner. This is just Dale. He said, Carson said, "I knew he cared about me, but didn't know."
Jaden, who do you think wins this race?
Holding back tears, he said, to have someone that invested in me is everything, and of course now in position to go back-to-back, Dylan.
Well, and what a great ambassador for the sport that Dale has become, especially since he's retired from full-time
Former
driving.
St.
And
Louis
not just for
native,
this series,
also
for NASCAR
Randy
as a
Orton
whole.
also came back.
You see Rodney Childers, the crew chief there. 2 guys who just done it all and believed in their young driver.
Jaden thinks Justin Allgaier is going to win this race.
Paid off finally for them at Indianapolis.
Nope. And Dale has done so much for young drivers. You think Josh Berry, Carson Kvapil, heck, myself, he gave me a chance to go win a race last year, out of nowhere. So he's a great ambassador, but he's someone who's just so into the sport and loves to see, young drivers and different people in the sport have an opportunity to succeed. Give them a platform to do that. He's done that with Carson Kvapil, and that meant a lot to him to see him be successful. And for Carson here now in Iowa to go back-to-back, his first 2 wins, it's going to come down to what do you choose on this restart.
It's going to be an intense restart.
Feeling pretty good into the thought that this restart is going to be chaos. But we've seen the outside be the perfect lane of the choose. Does the 19 concur? Here's
Shut up!
You got to take top right here, and those fenders are clean too. We don't need them. This is your last race with us for the year, so use them up. Now, be on the top and roll around them.
I think to be able to win, like Chastain taking the outside is the given. To be able to win, though, you're going to have to be on the inside of him. You see Carson goes to the inside. I don't think you can win in a green-white checkered for third. Or the second row outside. You take the second row outside for kind of a long game, trying to put yourself in the best position, after that restart. But if you want to go for the win, you do exactly what Carson Kvapil did, trying to get the best restart. The other thing that's going to come into this restart that we haven't really seen today.
I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
To make a long fucking story short, I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
What does Justin Allgaier do here? Right? What does he decide to do? Does he go the outside, put it 3 wide?
All right.
Those decisions, and he'll be a big factor.
Getting ready for the restart. Overtime. Going to be 2 laps to go.
To the screen. Once the white flag flies, or checkered ends the race. Third overtime in the last 4 races.
Here's Ross Chastain, Carson Kvapil on the front row. Justin Allgaier and Ryan Sieg on row 2. Sheldon Creed and Brent Cruz on row 3. Back green.
We'll sort it out. Green, white, checkered finish.
Oh, jeez.
Kvapil gets away with the lead.
Here comes Carson Kvapil with the lead. Oh, trouble. Caution. Oh, man. They wreck.
That was a wreck that started at the very front of the field, and
Carson did an
Oh,
awesome
we
job
got a
on spinning
wreck.
his tires. Great launch.
And that's big for the bubble, potentially. Sam Mayer, one of those cars that needed to have a good day. You just saw it reset there. Ryan Sieg. Bummer day for them.
That was a 15-second green flag run.
Came in here above the cut and now sits -5.
Yeah, but I think you can take a look at this. 19's going to play a huge factor. Yeah. In exactly what happens here.
What a bummer for so many of these guys. Allgaier, who really was sort of in the category. Sieg, who'd had a great day.
Take a look right here. Brent Cruz, you see third car back.
I have to pee
on
again.
the inside. Talked about everybody, making it 3 wide. See Allgaier gets the outside. Brent's down to the inside of Sieg.
He just loses the front, gets in the Sieg, and goes up the
Allgaier
racetrack. And
wrecked.
Allgaier, and then everyone's checking up behind. It was, I believe, Taylor Gray that got the back. Sam Mayer as they checked up.
And that spot for Cruz, it's not the first time today that we saw him have an issue kind of at the entry to center of the corner, washing up into some guys.
Big moment there for Roger Carruth. They're right on that chase bubble. Seeing a couple of his chase competitors there on the bubble go spinning around in front of him.
He sneaks through and has scored
What a
fourth
restart.
right now.
Look at that. 4 or 5 wide. Like Sieg kind of jumped up on top of the 7. You saw it just destroy the fender of Allgaier's car.
12th caution of the day here. That ties the Iowa record. And a lot of good cars involved in this one.
It's odd how Brent Cruz gets into the 39 there of Ryan Sieg and then sort of takes off up the track in some respects. Like he just lost the front end or even cut down the right front.
See Sammy Smith getting a piece of it there, the 8 car. And these guys back there, Carson Brown, Patrick Staropoli, likely just saw that smoke and just trying to get out of everybody's way and all sort of just ran out of racetrack.
Such a shame for
Austin Hill,
Ryan
look
Sieg.
at that on the bottom though. Carruth, Creed, a bunch of those guys are able to slide through, going to get great results because of that.
Sammy Smith got damaged there. Still trying to fight back from that pit road penalty he had earlier.
Ryan Ellis, Days of Thunder style here through the smoke.
Yeah. He's giving us great shots today.
Here's in real time.
Right, it's either it like
Damn,
the
man.
wheel out of Brent's hand or the
There's
tire
Allgaier,
because
Cruz,
it wasn't just
Sieg
normally
wrecked.
When you're on the inside, you have the contact. You spin that guy and you keep
So that's
going,
it for
but
Sieg.
It shot the 19 car up the track.
And that's what I thought was odd. It's just
Yeah,
sort of
honestly, that is sad. That was Ryan Sieg's probably best shot to win a race.
on the outside normally. Continue on with the race. Like the right front guns and the steering.
Well, the benefactor of all of that, courtesy of a great restart, was Carson Quapple. Chris is downstairs with his crew chief.
Yeah, what a restart for Carson, who now currently leads this race. Rodney, all right, you survived one. Can you survive another one, especially with the fuel that's on board still?
Yeah, rewatching the last 2 races here, it gets pretty crazy at the end of it. So, just awesome job by Carson all day. We started the race a little too free, and we've been able to chip away at it and get him pretty close here at the end. So, just happy with everybody on the Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet.
That's Rodney Childers going to put the headset back on. Carson Quapple leading the field here in the late stages.
That is Rodney Childers' excitement level 10.
I was going to say, that's his worried voice.
Yeah, that's right. It's the same no matter what it is. One thing about this restart, we saw Carson do just an awesome job against Chastain. Ross is going to get a redemption restart here and be able to see if he can time it out. I really felt like the outside was going to have the advantage, especially on the launch, being in the preferred lane. But
It's been live for over 3 hours now.
It's so hard inside the car because if you get too aggressive, as soon as the wheels start spinning, your instinct is to keep getting
3 hours, 8
The guy
minutes.
beside you, starting to gain ground and knowing it's a green-white checkered. It's so hard to be disciplined
and give up that little bit of momentum that you need.
Well, if the excitement today hasn't been enough for you, join us in 2 weeks. Friday, August 28th, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series returns to the World Center of Racing, Daytona International Speedway. Don't miss a second of pure, raw racing from Daytona. And Friday night, August 28th, 7 p.m. Eastern, only on the CW, streaming live on the ESPN app. Who won the last summer Daytona race?
That's a great trivia question. I'll let you guys figure it out. It's been almost probably the greatest driver of all time, I'd have to say.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
The record book does not say Parker Kligerman.
Not Parker. Brutal. Hey, as of this time, I don't have a ride, but it was about this time last year that I got the call.
That's right.
All right, Carson looks like he's going to take the top. I don't think that's a surprise.
Chastain goes to the bottom.
Austin Hill took the inside, though. That would make me nervous if I'm Chastain. And I think part of what happened to Ross was maybe just the bump from Allgaier at the same point that he started to maybe spin the tires a little bit. So, you know, for Carson, he had such a good launch on the bottom. He had no one pushing him. He was able to hook up those rear tires. But really, Raja Karuf there behind him could play a massive factor in if he's able to get the power down or not.
I would not want Austin Hill behind me.
No.
Not on the inside. He's aggressive. You know he's going to make it 3 wide. And if I'm Carson, I don't really want any help from Raja.
Yeah,
just let me accelerate at my own pace. I don't need any help here.
Yeah, a lot of times we talk about wanting that push. You may want it, but you want it later in the restart box than what happened to Ross on that last restart.
Headed into overtime again, sponsored by Credit One Bank for what's ahead.
Big decision for the one. Quaffle, do you go early or late? Early. Or the middle?
Always early.
Absolutely early.
All right, back green. 2 laps to go in overtime.
On his left. Back to green at Iowa. Overtime restart again. Quaffle gets the jump. Raja Karuf.
Carson Quapple with the jump. Here comes Raja. Oh, Austin Hill loses it a bit. Carson Quapple with the lead, coming to the white flag.
A little bit of momentum. Carson did an awesome job being able to protect that. Excellent restart.
Bill still trying to get his wits about him as they...
White flag's in the air. One more time around at Iowa Speedway.
Trying to go back-to-back. Won 2 weeks ago in Indianapolis for his first career victory. Can he hold off his teammate?
Around he comes. Carson Quapple won his first career race last week. Or not last week, but the last race. And now he's going to come around and win back-to-back for his first 2 wins of his career. That was impressive. That was really impressive.
You can't explain the pressure that is taken off of that young man after the last 2 years, everything that he's been through. And this is what you expect to happen once you get that first win, that you're going to see him come more.
And actually, we have some radio. We have audio of some radio communications from Sam Mayer. Let's play that right now.
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
All right, that's Sam Mayer.
He's definitely watching.
That he is thrilled.
There's a lot of people that support this young man. I think there's a lot of people expected this types of performances from him. We saw them just often, but at the wrong times and points of the races and not closing it out. And now 2 races in a row to close it out and get to victory lane. This is huge.
Because that was a 56-second green flag run to end the race.
In this sport, to get support, to keep that support, you've got to win. It can fix everything you have behind you, in terms of support or having opportunities. And I think, doing what he's just done now, 2 races in a row is massive.
A month ago, Carson Quapple wasn't sure what he was going to do next year. Yep. I think there were a lot of unknowns. A lot of people believe.
Can we have Austin Hill's audio?
Fixes.
So yeah, that's audio from Austin Hill.
And there's no time like the present if you're going to get hot. with the chase looming, one more race, and it's at Daytona in a couple weeks, and then the run for the championship begins. A lot of momentum for this one team right now, Carson Kvapil, Rodney Childers and company. Saw Ross Chastain there. Had a chance, ultimately has to settle for fourth. Great runs for Raja Karuth and William Sawalich, though. Third straight top 5 for the 18, and a much-needed good day for the 88 in the midst of that points battle.
And I hope Carson can take it in and enjoy it, because I feel like when you get
Allgaier and Mayer, or sorry, Allgaier and Cruz are talking.
You know, get to have back-to-back wins, can think about what he missed out on at Indy and savor this and really enjoy being in victory lane again.
Cruz out there.
Doesn't look like it's the best conversation, but it is pretty calm.
Again, this time in Iowa, Kim.
Yeah, Carson Kvapil.
And here's Carson Kvapil.
In the last 2 races. I know that one wasn't easy. Double overtime. How did you say so disciplined in those last 2 restarts?
Yeah, just I knew we had a really fast car. I knew the 7 was on fresher tires, so that was really my biggest concern there. I think the 9 probably had it. That yellow didn't come out there at the end. I thought we were fast running them down, but we just didn't have enough there to fill the gap. But Rodney and everyone on this, Johnny Morris, and everyone at Bass Pro Shops, Clarence Technologies Chevrolet with Hendrick Motors under the hood, brought a really fast race car. And unlike our first 2 stages, we were really able to run down the leaders there at the end, and just all worked out. We got that restart we needed, and we got the win.
How does number 2 feel different than 2 weeks ago in Indy?
Well, it feels really cool to win again, but not as big as Indy, I guess you'd say, but just super exciting. It just goes to show what this number 1 group has and what they bring to the racetrack. I felt like we were not the greatest in the first 2 stages, and Rodney did his touches to it and had to turn us into a race-winning car.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Carson Kvapil, a winner here at Iowa Speedway.
There you have it for your race winner, Carson Kvapil, down on the front straightaway. Here he comes, race fans.
So that's pretty good. That was a pretty good race. I mean, nobody could pass really for the lead. That kind of sucked, but I always enjoy watching some NASCAR. And we'll have more NASCAR tomorrow for the Cup race. Yeah. NASCAR ain't the same without Kyle, but I still love my NASCAR. Use the soundboard to sign us off tonight. Alrighty, y'all. I'm going to end this shit right here. It was fun times tonight. You know?
Goodbye, Georgia.
You know the rules. Bye, have a great time. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, my friends.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye to your kneecaps, chucklehead. Goodbye, Georgia. You know the rules.
Goodbye.
You know the rules.
Hey! Goodbye.
And goodbye. And goodbye to anyone standing in John Cena's way. Wave goodbye to your head, wanker.
Say your goodbyes, lard ass, because.
Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye, my nigga. Goodbye. Goodbye, my nigga. Goodbye, everybody. Say goodbye. You are the weakest link. everybody.
Goodbye. Mwah, and good night, bed. Good.
Wave goodbye to your secret crap, dumbass.
Alright. I'm gonna end this right here. I want to thank you guys for watching. What clip are you talking about, Andy? You talking about this clip?
Goodbye, my nigga. Back to the lobby.
Alright. No, tonight was fun. Today was fun. I'll see you guys again for the cup race tomorrow. I'll be live at... What time is the green flag? The green flag for tomorrow is 3:40. So, I'll be live at like 3:05, something like that. 3:10, you know. Something in that area. So yeah. Alrighty, y'all. It's fun times tonight. Congrats to Sam Mayer. I want to thank you guys for watching.